Yes, I know I've been doing these streams a lot lately, but we're gonna talk about that, all right? Hello guys, hello. So let's read from the beginning because Matt Topper yet again is really obsessed with these live streams, so I just want to at least acknowledge that so that everybody is aware. So I'm not gonna make any announcements on these live streams. I don't intend for these live streams to be like massive or anything unless we do a bigger event, then I'll announce it, but for now I don't really see the need to do that. So these are the requests if you guys want to take a look at them. So got here, and then I'll show these off to at the bottom. So Clover started off saying, how often are you streaming? That's a good question. I think I'm just gonna keep going until I run out of requests because I have a lot. So chances are I do want to go next week as well, but then after that, I'm just not really sure what I plan to do. So I think after next week, I might just not do it for a little bit, maybe like a month or something. I don't know. Or if I do come back, it'd be like in a couple weeks. So anyway, we have Clover, we got Joel, we got Tara Lara, we got Matt Topper, we got OJB, we got MB Productions. I did say Joel. Okay. Hey guys. So we have a lot of SMC requests, just like we normally do, but here's the catch. Yesterday, we had two 127 entries that were requested, and the rest were SMC. For today, it's all SMC except for one YFS entry that KeroDew requested, so chances are this is not going to be a very long live stream. It's probably going to be less than 3 hours given the pacing of things going here, but then again, Mario123 did submit one, so chances are it might be a pretty difficult level. KeroDew's level might actually be lengthy. Also, Axovich's level could potentially be lengthy, so something to keep in mind there. I don't expect a lot of these to be very lengthy anyway. Maybe like 2 or 3 at most, but yeah. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to spin that wheel. We're just going to randomize this, and we're going to go in a random order. Unless you can't make it like for most of the live stream, then, you know. Oh, wow. Are we actually starting with the YFS entry to start? That's crazy. Alright, so we got Museum of Living Arts by KeroDew. Okay, guys, so yeah, we're just going to start with the YFS entry, and then the rest of the stream will just be SMC. Hope you guys look forward to that. So, Museum Living Arts. So, we're going to type that here. Wow, people give this high rates. I wonder what how I'm going to feel about this. So, KeroDew, as you guys probably know, or many of you guys know, basically carries this game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you go to their levels here. I showed this off in one of their previous live streams. They carry YFS. Like, that's all they do. Like, look at this. All YFS. So, definitely someone worth checking out if you guys are big into YFS. So, especially, like, once YFS gets an update, they're, like, your main guy to go to. And I'm not... They probably still will be, even when YSF still gets updates. But, so anyway, guys. So, Yoshi got hired as a night watchman in this museum. However, the current expedition starts acting weird when dusk is over. His first shift coming, Yoshi must brace himself to unravel the mystery about the legend of arts coming to life. And then this is the music used, if you guys are curious. So, with that said, let's go ahead. We're going to open Itch up. I'm going to go under Downloads. So, I honestly was not expecting to get this one as the very first one, but we'll take it. We'll take it. It's probably going to be really loud. Oh, maybe not, actually. Okay, actually, that's actually pretty good. Alright. Oh, yeah, this is probably going to be one of the best entries this live stream. Ignore that. I don't know why I had that copied. Yoshi got hired as a night watchman. I think we already read that. I like the chandelier there, that looks pretty nice. Record? Oh, it's December 5th. Hey, yo, Gibbon, what's up, dude? We're playing, KeroDew's level. Hey, new guy, it's me, the Daily Watchman. Look, even if it's your first night, I had to leave just after closing. I had an emergency, I hope you'll understand. Just be careful when nights are coming. Art pieces start moving on their own. Not even joking. I used to do night shift before. The record never believed me, making me feel like I became crazy. Maybe if you see it too, he will finally believe this nonsense. Haha, yeah, come on. Oh look, they're actually moving. What the heck? What, the boom moves? Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap, I mean. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, it's a great way to start the stream, huh? But, yeah, Gibbon, as I mentioned, this is the only one this live stream. The rest is literally SMC. You wonder why I played Mario Builder yesterday, right? It's literally because I just haven't been playing it lately. Also, I figured since it was Valentine's Day, I could use that as an excuse, you know? I keep getting hit. Man, I'm being very careless right now. That's alright. You are a flower. Bam. Knew it. Oh, look at that. We got the pointy boys right there. Oh, wait. Maybe I need to go up there for something. Yeah, I do. This is pretty cool so far. Night at the Museum, dude, that movie's a classic. I saw that one as a kid. I don't really remember it or anything, though. Doesn't it, like, take inspiration from, like, Indiana Jones or something? Or, like, some other movie? I forget exactly what movie. So I remember there's, like, a scene where there's, like, a chase scene in the museum. Well, I mean, that's, like, most of the movie, isn't it? But, like, I don't know how to describe it, you know? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we did activate that, so we should be able to go down here now. But before we do that... Okay, so yeah, we need to hit the green switch. Really like the visuals in this one, Shell Guy? Yeah, they're pretty good, man. Also, good to see you. Oh, bookshelf. Record. The only good company I have so far is this little fellow. He always follows me and can pass through art. Please take good care of him. He loves jumping on rock artwork. Give him a toy when you can. He must feel lonely and bored living in such a closed space. How do I do that? I can't even reach there. By the way, Shoga, your level, I should probably... Maybe I might get to it this week, honestly. Maybe. When I say this week, I mean like Friday, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I know you just published a level. If not, then always next week. Oh, I guess I have to shoot that up. Oh, no, I meant to go this way. Shoot. Dude, there's no way. Dude, there's no way. Do I actually have to do that? Wait. I'm probably going to run out of eggs. Okay, I just want to get some more real quickly. I mean, I probably should have tried my 2 back there, but yeah, I'm not really sure. Can I use the Poochie? I can't speak. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is what you do. Oh, okay. No, I was looking at it the wrong way. Okay. So you actually have to use Poochie. Okay, then you go up. That's cool. Everything just turns alive in the United Museum. I do vaguely remember that. I don't know, because... I'll share my thought after I read this. Record 12.5. Since it's your first shift, I'll give you a starter hint. The large canvas ahead can be reached by jumping on the hill drawing. Make sure to land on them. You do not want to fall down. It's very cold down there and dark. Okay, so what I wanted to say was... So Teef, D, and I, we recently watched the first 2 seasons of Mob Psycho. Actually, we're currently in the middle of Season 3. We're only 2 episodes into that. So I've actually seen Mob Psycho Seasons 1 and 2 before, but I've never seen the 3rd season. I did want to watch it when it like came out a couple years ago, but I decided that it'd be better I started like from the beginning once I watched Season 3. So yeah, it's been like 7 years for me since I've seen the first like 2 seasons, right? So going into it again, like rewatching it's like completely different for me. Like I don't remember a lot of it, which is kind of crazy in a way, because like there's a lot of animes that I watched like previous to, you know, 2020. We'll use that as an example. But like the point I'm trying to make is like even like if I've watched something as a kid or like at a much younger age, chances are I'm just not gonna really remember a lot of it. Which you know, I kind of wish I could retain that memory a bit better, but at the same time, it's like you get a great show and it's like, oh, maybe I don't want to retain the memory. maybe I want to rewatch it like firsthand and just experience it new again. Like Breaking Bad, I think's a great example of that. If I could watch that blind again, I would. It's a really good show. Anyway, just an example, you know. Oh, hey guy, what's up? Give eggs. I know I have a lot of eggs, but I still want eggs. Give the eggs. Oh, we got flour. Okay, I can't really see down here, so. Oh, yeah, okay, you can go down here. What? He falls out of the painting. Alright, that's... Dude, my insurance isn't gonna even be able to cover that. If you know, experience something for the first time again, so cool. It kind of depends, Gibbon. Like, if it's something actually good, like, I think Mob Psycho is actually pretty good. Like, it's really good in my opinion. I think it depends. Like, unless you're watching, like, something that you might not think is good, then it's kind of different, you know? Oh, yeah, what's my stuff? Okay, 12 coins, 3 flowers. Okay. Wait, do I have to use Poochie? Why are there arrows pointing? Oh, okay. Wait, I do have to use Poochie. Why are you stuck there? Oh, wait, do I have to, like, get you to jump? Oh, okay, that's what I have to do. That's a little unclear. I was about to say, because, like, I'm seeing all these arrows, and I'm like, what? There has to be something. Oh, right, I forgot about that. I got zoned out looking at the Poochie. Also, these are technically cutoffs here. Yeah, technically cutoffs here, KeroDew. Technically cutoffs. I'm not sure if it's because you're limited to the layers, or I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, can you jump? Buddy, please jump, please. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. Go! Please! Oh my god, can you move? Thank you. Okay, why aren't you going up? Oh, no, wait, I have to shoot an egg. Okay, November 28th. Help me, please. They're everywhere. Send someone at the museum right now. Oh god, please no. Leave me alone. Okay, buddy. Really? Alright. Wait, I still need Poochie. Come up, come up. Okay, this is kind of annoying. I can't see him. I have to time that? Really? Oh, no. Okay, that's what I have to do. Oh, I was confused by that. Buddy, please move. Please move. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, wait, I have to use him here? I guess for, like, the secret I do, yeah. I'm missing a flower, okay. Yo, hand me the egg. Oh, that's the flower right there, that's the flower. Okay. Wait, no it's not. Really? That's not it? Oh, he's just playing with the egg, okay. Wait, then where'd I miss the flower then? It looks like I got everything except that. I mean, I'm missing the stars, but yeah, that's, like, beside the point. Well, it's weirdly hidden. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, not a 5 from me, but let me see where I can get it. Somewhere mid-level, tiny flower painting. Oh, you already know, Gibbon? Where's the flower painting, then? That's not it right there, is it? I'm trying to remember. If I can just click on that, right? No, okay, that's not it. And part of the big... Oh, you mean there? Okay. Help me, please. You mean like here, right? Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that. That's unfortunate. How would you even know that's there, though? What? Okay, that's not clear. And then the Bucci section, wait, is there a way to... Oh, he's probably limited on layers here, honestly. Yeah, look at that. That was kind of my assumption with why it's designed like that. Because, yeah, technically these are cutoffs right here. But it's layer limitations. But unless there's like a semi-solid that goes all the way through, I'm not sure if that's it right there. I have no idea. KeroDew could probably tell me way better. Then I think that would be the best option to use here. Again, I'm not really sure. I don't know the technical aspects of YFS that well. Supposed to shoot at it, but it's so easy to overlook. It's invisible. How am I? There's no indication on that. You just shoot eggs. That's all you do. Like, look at this. Look at this. How am I supposed to know that's there? There's no way of knowing. Like, you shoot that, but you don't think to shoot down there. A better way for that, you think? Well, it needs to be clear. You know how you make it clear? You don't make it invisible. So, yeah, that's my big gripe. So, between 4 and 4.5, I'll give it 4.5. It's a really creative level, but yeah, that flower needs to be fixed. Also, I'm not a fan of the Poochie sections towards the end. It is a little bit on the tedious side, especially because when you're trying to move the Poochie around, it actually can be a bit wonky to actually do it. So, that's really another gripe I have. But all in all, Carol, I think this is a really solid level, and it's a really creative one at that, too. You know, I like the decoration all around it. Definitely does feel like you're in a museum. And I like how you have, like, the enemies inside the paintings. So I think it's a cool touch that they can even, you know, go through paintings, you know. It almost feels like you're in a movie or, like, a episode. Like, I know Courage the Cowardly Dog actually has a museum episode. And, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of other cartoons and shows and whatnot. But, like, that's one I can think of off the top of my head. And then, obviously, you got the Night at the Museum movie, too. Which is a classic. I have seen it, but it's been a long time. But solid level, solid level. Yeah, I'll stick to my 4.5. If it didn't have that creative theme, I definitely would have been giving it a 4, you know. Anyway, so guys, next up we have Green Grass by Luigi Pro. This is SMC, so we're going to go ahead and open that up. Now remember, guys, this is all SMC throughout the rest of the live stream. All SMC. So remember, these are the requests that we'll be doing today. If you guys want to pause this and look at this real quickly, you are more than welcome to. He uses the quick play event music and the forest background. This is a fun, easy level for beginners. Oh, close out of you. I was expecting that like little error pop message. I'm not gonna lie. It normally does that like when I quickly close out of something and then like I want to open back up. That's loud. Yeah, I didn't really get to do this. I was doing the LSS levels recording for tomorrow. So yeah, I was mostly focused on that. I think the recording tomorrow is like around 8 to 9 minutes. The level I chose tomorrow is like 8 to 9 minutes. Okay, this is pretty flat, not gonna lie. Man, freaking football. Getting juked by the football. Here, yeah, no, it was only a second. Yeah, not... Why is there a Yoshi up there? What? My eyes... What is... Among Us? Sung? This isn't Bramble Brass! Or whatever that Donkey Kong stage is called. I think it's Bramble Blast or whatever. Johnny, he sucked? He was not very much indeed. Dude, this background doesn't fit. You can't read. I am reading it though. That's why you have text there. And we'll just take the Yoshi. Dude, this background is actually straining my eyes. Oh my god, this background, oh my eyes. Oh, I can't even take Yoshi with me. Wonderful. Anyway, let's just go forward. Oh, look, you actually did need it. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, negative 26. What's up, dude? Hey, look, dude, it's your favorite enemy right here. Actually, no, wouldn't it be the dry bones? But yeah, yeah. Good to see you, man. Wait, what's up here? Oh, Dragon Queen. All right, down you go. But aren't I going up? But I'm going up, not down. Oh my god, this is like the same exact challenge I made when I was 11 years old. Holy, that's actually crazy. Wait, I wanted to go over there. That was probably a dragon coin. Oh, wait, it's not over. Was it all just a dream? Also, don't ask why Mario has a huge bed. Okay, this is really cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I like this part. Mario's house? Hello, I am Johnny. You happy, friend? They don't make pipes like they used to. Hey, Spicy, what's good, man? By the way, negative 26, we have SMC for the rest of the live stream. We had the one YFS, and it was KeroDew's. We already did it. Yeah, you. I know what you're looking for. The one thing every guy like you needs. Exit goal. I know a way, but you're gonna need to listen. That door over there has a path that leads to a Pizza Hut. The flagpole should be inside. Here's the key. Don't say I ain't did nothing for ya. This bench feels nice. Actually, I'm kidding, it sucks. This level's a wild journey, and it's like 2 minutes so far. I mean, we'll just have to see, good one. It got hard all of a sudden, which is kind of interesting. Okay, no, that was not a dragon coin. Ah, dang it. I'll try that again. I'll try it again, but if I mess up, then yeah, I'm not gonna go for it again. My thought was as it went down, that's when you make the move, but yeah, it didn't. This level isn't really that bad. I mean, no, I mean, it's like, I'm not gonna rate this high probably, but I wouldn't like give this like the lowest score possible. I think this does have some substance going for it. That's just like at least what I think, you know. Ah, dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going forward. Clearly that's not what we need to do. I just don't like this difficulty spike all of a sudden. Like, this level has been pretty easy for the most part, but then you get this section, it just, like, spikes the difficulty all of a sudden. That's, like, the main gripe I have. Especially if you die, like, trying to get that dragon coin, you have to go, like, all the way back to the beginning of this section. And it's kind of annoying because, you know, you move slow here. Like, it'd be nice to have, like, a frog suit or something, you know? Like, to compensate for that. Especially if you mess up towards the end there. Barely, Matt Topper, barely. Anyway, I'm just moving forward. I accept my L there. Mario had finally done it. He had made it to Pizza Hut. Could he finally end this nightmare of a day once and for all? The answer was no. That Toad had tricked him. Oh well. Oh, wait, is this a troll level now? Okay, I guess it is. Interesting. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, that's a Stephen. Guess we need to wait here. Truly fascinating background choices. Yeah, definitely the Pizza Hut for sure. There's these look like Minecraft trees. Let's play some parchment. Let's play stone parchment scissors. Oh yeah, it's designed to be like Minecraft. Interesting. Yo, dirt house. Wait. Can I go inside? No, I can't. You will want to hit the block. It's true. Morgan Freeman, true. And then if we go over here, nothing. Foolish, Mario. You must get through the castle of utter terror to reach the final boss. The controller of the footballs. Is that why we have so many footballs? Dude, is it gonna be like a Chuck at the end or something? Oh, whoops. I messed up there. Brutal Mario? I guess it kind of has the vibes, yeah. Dude, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Block of true. I mean, there's only one block of true that I know of, Gibbon. And that's a certain guy going true. Okay, I have to deboost it through this. So. He gets true. Oh, hey, buddy. Well, that was easy. Here lies Johnny. Finally, he died. Why'd he die? Green Grass, a level by Kenneth/Luigi Pro. I made this level in one day. I made my dad play this. Why'd you make your dad play this? Okay, well... You know, this level... Definitely not the worst I've played. It actually was kind of funny to play, so, you know what? I gotta give credit where it's due there. You know, it had a bit of substance throughout the entire journey, you know? Oh, ignore that. I don't know why I still had that open. I was trying to get set up with a domain earlier, so that's why you saw that tab. Peak. You can tell this was made in one day. Well, I think I know what I want to personally give it, so 1.5. I think it has enough substance to warrant at least half a star personally. I thought the Pizza Hut was pretty funny, and also the backgrounds. I know they're a bit on the like unfitted side technically for being serious, but they were also kind of funny at the same time. And also this level did have a decent amount of substance going on throughout it, so that's why I just personally don't see myself giving it the lowest score. So yeah, I'm gonna go 1.5. Yo guys, okay, castle. Okay, we got the castle by MRcheezmenAlt. So the castle. Okay, we've got extreme difficulty. This might be a tough one. For the greats, it says. Oh yeah? I'm worried this is probably going to be really... Oh! The music bug. Oh boy. Fun. Well, guys, I guess while we wait. An IQ too high? 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 Anyway, let's get back to it. Room 1 out of 5. Yo, Lord of Chili, welcome, dude. Hope you're hanging in there. We're playing MRcheezmenAlt. It's called The Castle. What's the point of that? I don't get that. What? Hey, man, it's funny. It's funny. Ledinator. Okay, I don't know how to do that section. I think I might be forced to take damage. Also, is it me or is this just loud? Okay, it might just be loud. Oh god, I hope we don't actually need that. Oh, that goes that way. don't know how to get past that without taking damage. Oh, it's very loud? Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll turn it down. We'll turn it down. Okay, that... This has lives? Is this a troll level? It doesn't look like one, Lord Rotuli. Oh wow, I almost got hit there. What is this? Are you seriously telling me I can't take damage? But how? Let's just keep that on. Let's see how this changes. Okay, I don't know how to get past this section. Like, you're required to take damage there, I'm pretty sure. What? What do I do? I am so confused, guys. No, it's not a fake floor or anything like that. But, like, I don't get this section. Why is this here? It just kills me every time. Okay, let's just check the editor. Maybe we can find something there. Okay, so... Oh. You can hit the switch. Okay. Good to know. Well, let me just get this out of the way real quickly. Anyway, let's restart. Nice. Wait, I did hit it? Oh, I did hit it. Whoops. Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. That's awesome, dude. Anyway. Might as well, because we can't keep it. Nice. You could at least use coins there, at least, man. I don't know. I guess maybe that's technically clear, but I don't know. Wait, why is this room way easier than the previous one? That doesn't make any sense. What? Really? The difficulty's going down. Player collision tiles layered on top of enemy collision tiles? Yeah. Okay, this level has gotten way easier all of a sudden. Okay, that was actually slightly harder than the previous one, but not by much. These pipes move, don't they? No, they don't. I don't care. I'm just gonna rush this. Oh, actually, I probably didn't even want that anyway. Wow, who would have thought? The player didn't playtest this properly. They just mainly played small, I bet, didn't they? It's the opposite of last level? You think so? Well, now we have to wait for the music to load yet again. Good old SMC. Yeah, we'll just wait. I don't think I'm even going to be able to use my shell by then. I'm holding X. It's like, bro, can I let go already? Any day now. Well, I guess while we wait. An IQ too high? An IQ too high? An IQ too high? An IQ too high? Oh, okay. We're good now. Wait, that was it? That was it? I guess this is it. Dude, that'd be funny if I died. Okay. You know, I'm not sure what I want to give this level, honestly. Mainly the beginning section really suffers. Most people will just get turned off by that and then just, like, give it 1. I mean, I could technically do that, but I'm not really sure, I'll be honest. I'll be honest, this level is kind of all over the place, but I can't, like, fully denote on it, because, like, at least there is a bit of substance, but I mean, I did complete it fully, MR, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stick with my 1 for now. Wait, did it say I rated that? Hold on. Yeah, okay. You really gotta fix your beginning up, man. This level's just kind of a mess. The difficulty just is very inconsistent. There's no indication, especially at the beginning, and also I believe there were cutoffs, I think, weren't there? All the budget went into the last map. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like one way of putting it, Spicy. Oh yeah, these are cutoffs. Yeah. There probably were other cutoffs too, now that I think about it, but I'm not gonna like go into the... Yeah, these are cutoffs, because when you design them like that, you see how... Where is it? Yeah, okay, so like, it cuts off because there's no end point here, so you gotta end it like that, MR. That's how you end that, to like prevent that cutoff from happening. Same thing over here too. You gotta make sure you design it like that, so you don't have those minor looking cutoffs. And especially when you have a bunch of them, like the small ones, small minor ones, they do add up. So definitely something to keep in mind there too. But yeah, really, MR, make sure your setups are like indicated properly, and also make sure that the difficulty is consistent, because the second, I think it's like the second room or the third room that's like the easiest, but then you got the first one, which is like one of the hardest. I think the fifth one might be the hardest too, now that I think about it, but I would say the first one just because it's really unclear on how to progress. But yeah, something to keep in mind. This is probably going to be a lengthy level too, isn't it? Anyway, we got Old Levels Remastered 2, the Bowser fight by Axovich. I mean, to be honest, I just saw the first two words. I didn't see it was Axovich, but yeah, it probably is going to be a long one. I haven't posted a level in so long. This is yet another old level from 2024 remastered. Play the OG after this one to compare and contrast if you feel like it. Disclaimer, this isn't just a boss fight, it is an actual level. I know the title is a bit misleading. Oh boy, okay. This might actually have substance. 40-year-old Bowser versus 40-year-old man with furry powers? Interesting. Oh, look, it's you. My least favorite NPC. As usual, it's horrible. Bowser somehow made another castle in mere seconds, and I've heard he's enslaved toads and stuff. Can someone else just invade the Mushroom Kingdom? I'm getting sick of Bowser. Tread with caution, Mario. He has placed many traps along his servants. Peach's yeah, I know, Starlo. I know. You really gotta state the obvious? I know. Anyway, these are technically cutoffs right here, by the way. Hey, Viral. We're only playing SMC today. We only had one YFS, and that was at the start. So, I'm kind of missing the Mario Boater, man. But levels have been alright so far. It's kind of just been, you know, here and there. Classic pop Starlo hate said negative 26 lives. Maybe. General Indigo. Gotcha. Have fun in prison, Mario. Oh, I guess we're in prison now. Yeah, the YFS was really good. I think that's been the best one we played so far of Viral. Also, good to see you, man. Let's go in the toilet. Okay, we can just go in a toilet like that. If somehow we can just fit inside that, yeah, sure. Ew. This place is so putrid. I'll rot down here. Wait, Mario, is that really you? In the flesh. Anyways, I think I found a way to escape or something. Nice. Is it through the toilet? Yeah, it's through the toilets. Ha, freedom. Pen. Remember when the Penumbra Phantasm world's revolving was the big shot? Hammer of Justice and Freedom? Freedom, dude. There is a dark fountain in my mailbox. Please ignore him. Yeah, he's a clearly big Deltarune fan. That's what I get for... Nah. Starlo hate is justified, Matt Topper. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But wait, what's over here? What's over here? Can I... Oh, I can. Okay, I just don't know. I guess I'll go up here first. Eek. Wait, can I... Okay, I don't think I can go back there. I wonder what's behind that wall. Man, we have to clean floors now? This place is so dusty. Oh, did we need to go back there? Okay, yeah, we probably did. I guess I spent one of some other people's builder levels from the next try, please. I mean... I don't think I'll be able to get to it next live stream, Viral. I think we have enough covered for next one. But maybe like the one after or something like that. Oh, whoops. I kind of do want to play some Mario Builder next week, though. I'll be honest. Maybe we don't need it. Or, by don't need it, I mean maybe we didn't need to get it back there. Nice. Technically caught us with the windows, but there are lots of minor cutoffs. Negative 26. And yep, as expected, this is going to be a lengthy level, guys, so buckle up. Man, I really wish I could see the timer here. I kind of have to just guess. Wait, why do I hear footsteps from behind me? Show yourself. Sure thing, Mario. Mario, who are you? Oh, me? Please call me General Santhic, nicknamed Your Doom. Not slick. How to beat or something. Xanthic is... Okay, I'm not going to read all that, but yeah, if you want to read that, you can. Oh, it's a darkness effect. That's nice. Didn't really have a lot of time to react there. Was that it? Someone actually came down here. Surprising. You can only exit by bringing in the block beside me under the pipe, but I'm too weak to do that. Please, I need this. Wait, I just realized he's using the Smash background, isn't he? In SMW. Or, no. I think that is the SMW background. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought for a second it was Smash. That it? Wow, that was easy. Oh, whoops, I messed that up. Oh, look, it was this section. Okay. Nice. Isn't there like a green section up here somewhere? Oh, wait. It was, yeah, it was right side. That's where I meant to check. Nice. Is that it? What? Don't tell me that's it. Is this a survival, actually? Now that I think about it. Wait, so we should have just waited then. Okay. Yeah, that's my fault then. You're the nerd mole? Okay. I've been sitting here for weeks. Noise blasters make my ears bleed. No, your ears are perfectly fine. Damn rude. Okay, I botched that pretty badly. Hey, I'm back from the balcony I came from. What weird pipe shenanigans is this? And what's up with all the electricity? The electricity is courtesy of me. It's there to zap you to doom. Another general, I'm guessing. Listen up, Xanthic is dead. Xanthic? What would I care about Xanthic of all people when I'm about to strike you down, huh? Yo, cutoff? This level has a lot of minor cutoffs. That it, dude? That's all you got? Okay, so... I think we can go up here now? Yeah. Man, I wish I just cleaned the floor. Please vanish the ghost. It's cold. Is it? How bad for you? Guess I'll use my ghost flames to warm you up then. King Boo, is that you? Yes, Mario, we meet again. I'll put you in a painting yet again now. Luigi isn't here, so you'll be trapped. Oh, you'll never find a way out, haha. Don't bother trying to find an exit. The forest is infinite. Boo. Yo, Hat in Time music? Subcon Forest? Banger music? Guess what? I'm back. Wait, where'd he go? Nice. Oh, cool. I can't even use the pumpkins because he just spits them out there. That's kind of annoying, dude. Don't expect it to be a lively chat, Matt. It's usually... Tuesdays are quieter than Mondays normally. And I don't intend for these live streams to be big anyway, so this is actually intended. Come on, buddy. This right here is why I'm like rating off like at least a star from this level. Maybe even 2. This right here. You're not good with boss fights, Axovich. You need to improve upon them. Instead of just using the boss fights, find ways to mix up your environment a bit better, man. This isn't it. Like, dude, I have to constantly wait just to get an even good hit on here. This boss wasn't... Yeah, you can tell. I have to use my Cloud Flower to even get a good chance here. Because I need him to be in the middle here. Otherwise, I just can't get it. Dude, really? I can't get up there now. I have to do this. Okay, I gotta go up here. I have to go up there. There's no other way. Come on. Okay, we got 2 hits off him, finally. Also, Fireflower, good to see you, man. Sorry, I didn't say your name. Not that it really matters too much, but yeah. Fireflower, I just want to say, man, I'd rather take your Christmas entry over this level. Even though that Cloudflower definitely was not the best. I mean, yeah, I mean, not sure if you fix it up or anything, but like I had more fun playing that and struggling over that than playing this. And like that's saying something right there. Oh, dude, fine. Okay. Like, if the crown lands on the wall, are you soft locked? I have no idea, Gibbon. I just don't know. That's unfortunate. I have to go in the editor for this. That sucks. That really sucks. There's only 3 hits. It's not too bad. You know what? Sure, we'll do 1 just to show off for Gibbon to see what happens. Screw it. I don't care what power-up I need. I'm just gonna use Statue Leaf. come on, dude. Really? He made the speed too quick. That's why he's like moving around so much like that. Come on, dude. Really? Yeah, I just want to show this off, guys. I just want to like provide an example, you know. All right, so we'll get it there. All right, we'll get it. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Gibbon, to answer your question, crown doesn't really matter if it gets stuck up. Yo, is that orange tack? Yo, what's up, dude? It's me, Pop, by the way. I'm not sure if you know this or not. You probably do. Okay, so, yeah. I'm not even going to bother backtracking there. Yeah, the boss fight really brings this level down for sure. So let's just go ahead and let's go back. But yeah, Orange Tack, what brings you around, man? I know you haven't really been active lately. What's up with you, man? Anyway, I think it's just the Bowser Hall or whatever. Oh, wait. Shoot. I keep forgetting. Because that takes you here. Yeah, I had a feeling you might have brought that up, so I just like wanted to specify, you know. But yeah, man, you're so much older now by well, obviously we're all older now by several years, man. Come on. I mean, are you still traveling around? Because I know like you were sending a lot of pictures like on SMC and whatnot. You still doing that, or are you like in the UK now? But yeah, so Orange Tack, there's a lot to cover over like what we do on LSS now and like what my role is and everything. So I'm happy to tell you everything if you'd like to know, or like just summarize it. But you know, it's kind of up to you now. Traveling on oh yeah, you're still traveling. You're traveling in Iraq, return home today. Oh, you return home. Okay. Open YouTube while cooking my pasta and saw LSS was live. I mean, technically this isn't LSS, this is LSS Levels, but technically LSS Levels is affiliated with LSS. You working now? Gotcha. Gotcha, Bowser. Surrender or I'll break the bridge. You think I'm stupid enough to put the axe at the end of the bridge? No, I have a better place to hide it. Above the bridge. Just hit it. Wow, thanks for giving me the details on how I can finally get rid of you. Sure, tell you. Okay. Well, alright. I gotta take my music out because I focus better with what I want to say when I do that. So, now, OT, I got a question for you. When did you find out about LSS Levels? Like, what... Did you just, like... Did you just stumble across it just recently, or if I'm going down, you're going down with me. You'll never beat me in my clown car deluxe. Yeah, I mean the name makes sense, right? So yeah, so I don't know where to start, dude. Like so like my role now on LSS is I'm an admin, and I kind of just maintain this channel mostly. Just now? Oh, okay. So yeah. I originally did want to call it LSS, or Level Share Square Levels, but kind of wanted to simplify things, so we just kept it at LSS. So, yeah, this channel started 2 years ago, back in April. So I've been running this channel daily. Like, I upload like a level at least once a day. I've been doing this for 2 years almost. You're somehow subscribed to it? Okay, so you might have known about it back then, but probably forgot. So... yeah, so TFD and LB still run the site. SMC is still currently in the snapshot phase with V8. We're currently on snapshot 34, but they are coming out with another snapshot here soon, within like the next month or so. So the next snapshot will be snapshot 35. I think they plan to go up to like maybe 40, but the plan is to finish it this year. And given the pacing of how things are going, I think V8 should be finished within like the next year probably. So... yeah, something to keep in mind there with that. I know back then when you were playing SMC, it was V7, and that was like the main like version you were using when you made levels. I did try to make a V7 level back in like 2022. It was a Boom Boom Choice level, but I actually lost the code, so I no longer have access to that code, unfortunately. So that's another thing there. So they've been in development with V8 since I think 2021, so it's been at least like I think like 6 years maybe, so, or like 5 or 6 years, I forget exactly how long. So Yeah, so I can happily show you like what we've done over the years. Also, the music's not loading, lol. So recently, Snapshot 34 added editor controls. This is a big change, especially because back then, I don't think V7 really had it to this extent. So you got your select tool, you got your cursor mode. So like select, you can just move stuff around. Cursor, you can just like select stuff, move around, kind of like that. Eraser mode, you can basically, erase. There's a shape tool, which basically allows you to fill in, or no, bucket tool fills in. Shape tool, I believe, allows you to just like select whatever you want. Right? I'm trying to remember. Oh, no, shape, yeah, right. Okay, I was trying to remember that. Okay, so eyedropper, you basically get to select the tile. Auto tile, you can, yeah, there's auto tile, by the way, where if you just like, you tile like a grassland tile like this, so you get like that. Bam. It's not 100% foolproof, but yeah. And then there's copy paste in, by the way. I'm not sure if that was mentioned, but you can copy paste stuff now. You can also take snapshots. You can look at it all here. There's also mobile support, and then undo and redo. So yeah, just kind of some of the basics. Anyway, let me finish reviewing this level up. I know we were trying to fight Bowser there, but I got a lot to talk about with Orange Tack, because that was definitely one of the things. So there are some new additions since V7. So we got Chill Bully, which basically acts the same as the Bully. If we go under Shell Enemies, we got the Snailicorn, which is a new V8 enemy. It basically acts the same as a Bully in a sense, but instead of... actually does function a bit differently. So bullies, they normally chase you around. I mean, Snailicorns also do. The thing with Snailicorns and bullies, so if you hit the Snailicorn with a shell, if I'm not mistaken, it actually kills it. And also, if you do take damage to a Snailicorn, it actually pauses for a second, whereas with the bully, it just keeps charging at you. So a lot of this was in V7, so yeah, that's to be expected. Gruels and everything, yeah, that was also V7. I believe this was all V7 as well. This was all V7 as well. And there's a chance to get fluffy there. Monty Moles, there's some new animation, like some sprites for them. We got like the Geek Mole. I don't think this was in V7. You also have your Chucks here, and also there is a blue palette you can actually get for Chucks too. It also works like this in Smash. So, SMC has a different game style. It's SMW in Smash, so I'm not sure if you've seen that OT. But I think like the best example I could give you is since we upload levels on this channel, it's good to look at those so you can see what we actually do or like what has been done. So yeah, this is new to V8, the Wonder enemies. So Hoppo was actually added, I think, last snapshot 33, because that marked the first snapshot or the last snapshot to add every enemy like from V7, of course with a few new ones too. And then you powered up enemies, and then like here are your bosses. So yeah, it looks a lot more different. It's a lot more polished since like what it used to be, right? Okay, sorry guys. Let's go ahead. We're gonna focus on Bowser. Hold on. Okay, he's a 4-hit. Let's just talk him while we do this. All right, let's just talk. How about most of the snapshots since these? Okay, dude, really? Why are you doing this to me again? Really? Well, I can't play it, guys. Anyway, we're just going to move on to the next one then, guys. I don't want to have to keep doing this. But, okay, let's get rid of that. Actually, I'll check the ending real quickly. Yeah, we got Hoppo, dude. We got Hoppo. Actually, the recording I did for today at, like, noonish has Hoppos in it. That's, like, an example. So how most of the snapshots since V7 added things other than new enemies? What do you mean by that, dude? Like, do you mean, like, what exactly has been added since then? Like, what new stuff? Because there are quite a bit of stuff. Like there's been quite a bit of stuff. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, guys, the music just doesn't want to load for me, so we're just gonna go to the ending. Okay. Oh wait, was I supposed to? Okay, I guess I was supposed to talk to you there. Will Koopaling be an SMC? Dude, that's like the most requested feature we get. I think they were still joking about Koopalings back then, like when, OT was active. So, yeah, let's close out of this, guys. And I want to keep talking to OT because... Oh, no, it's 34 currently. So it says 34 at the top. Snapshot 27, what did it add? I actually don't remember. I think that was like the... Shoot, I actually don't remember what Snapshot 27 brought. I'll be honest. Snapshot 25 brought Bowser. I know that. weren't most of them added in features rather than enemies? I mean, for the most part, yeah. Like Snapshot 20 brought the SMW game style, so that's, you can technically call that a feature. But then, you know, Snapshot 25 brought Bowser, and then Snapshot 30 brought Chucks. So, you know, those are enemies there. But you also have to consider, like, power-ups were also added throughout the session, and also a lot of tile sets. So, no, you're saying 7 plus 27 equals 34? No, I don't mean it like that, man. Like, we started, like, at Snapshot 1, and then we worked our way up. I don't think you understand that. The first 4 snapshots or whatever were, like, this SMB1 game style, but it was actually scrapped in favor of Smash SMB1 because it just looks way better. So, yeah, if, like, you go into the level editor here, so let me pull up an example. So, I'm not sure if that's the best example. Okay, maybe this is the best example I can give. So, like, this is the Smash game style right here, right? So, look at this. It's just, like, it's way different, right? You know, the physics are different. The design looks different. So, yeah. So, the visuals are, in my opinion, a lot better. But a lot of, like, the main caveat behind Smash is that people aren't really a fan of the physics like most people. But, you know, there's also a good chunk of people who are. So, you know, it just kind of depends on, like, who you ask or whatever. So, yeah. So, you kind of look here. You know, you got your editor, you got your enemies. So, it's basically the same as SMW. But there is some stuff missing from Smash. Like, I think there might be some platforms missing potentially. I forget exactly what all is missing. But, yeah, the physics are certainly different for sure. There's different music. There's different tiles. Everything's different in Smash. So, this is something that V7 never had. It was always just one game style, and it was just, it kind of did what it wanted. So, you know, these are all the tiles sets you have. Also in Smash, you get crossover tile sets. You got Butter Building from Kirby. You got Norfair from Metroid. You got Forsaken City from Celeste. And you even get Green Hill Zone from Sonic. So, yeah, these are just like a lot of the new tile sets. And, yeah, there have been new tile sets that have actually been added to SMC V8. Like the factory tile set, for instance. This is completely brand new. Brand new to SMC. And then you got, like, what else do you have? Boneyard. Well, this is actually the equivalent to the... I think this is equivalent to the graveyard tile. Or no. Graveyard is something different. What is this equivalent to? Because I know we don't have bone tiles in SMW style. I guess it's that then. Oh yeah, garden tile set. I don't know if that was ever in V7. And then hedge, you know. So there's a lot of different design choices, and it is going to constantly be expanded upon. So like it, you know. I think there probably will. Oh yeah, Savannah tile set. Yeah. So like if I go here, sorry Axovich, I'm dragging on with your entry, man. I just want to show Orange Tack because he's a veteran of the community. He's been around since PG. Yo, Orange Tack, since you're here, dude, I actually want to talk to you about something I did earlier today. Where's Savannah? Yeah, it's right here. Savannah tile set right there. That was added by, I think, back Snapshot 33. Remember custom tile sets were a debate? That's actually the plan post V8 Orange Tack. We want to do scripting. There's like, in the dev server, I see it get talked about a lot. They always talk about, oh, how are we going to do scripting? How are we going to do it like this? How are we going to do it like that? You know? So, yeah, big talks over that. Yeah, by the way, Axovich, I'm going to give your level 2.5. I'm kind of in the middle with your level because of mainly the boss fights. I think for what it's worth, the structure is pretty good, but it can drag on a bit, and there are many cutoffs like scattered across the level. So, yeah, I'm kind of in the middle with your level. I think it has a lot of good substance to it, but I think, yeah, Spicy is also a PG veteran. But yeah, Axovich, the substance all around, I think it can drag on a bit, especially the water sections at the beginning. That's like one example I had. And also, I'm not really a fan of the backtracking, like the prevalent backtracking throughout the level, so that's another gripe I have. All right, so Orange Tack. So, do you know anything about the Pwitapoo Games domain? So, like, are you familiar with the fact that Pwitapoo did not renew his subscription to it back in, like, 2020 or whatever? Or 2021? I forget the exact year. Okay, guys, we're going to do Depths of the Fortress by CristyBros. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do these requests while I talk with you guys, because there's a lot I want to talk about currently, especially with Orange Tack. So, anyway, so... Depths of the Fortress. So Bowser's back at it again. This time it'll be different. His fortress is now in the depths of the lava mountain, and it's up to Mario to defeat him, although he already knew that, so, you know, he didn't make it easy. This is like a B-side to, like, Wrath Fortress. Yo, Celeste reference. Anyway, so what I wanted to bring up was the fact that, yeah, so you know how, like, if you go to Pwitapoo Games now, you know, you just see a bunch of ads. You don't really see anything that looks similar to how, like, it used to look, right? So... I did some research recently, so I mean, I've known about it for a while, but I never really initiated anything till just today. But yeah, so apparently, if you try to look up the Whois information for Putapoo Games, and you try to find like contact information on like who owns it, it's all anonymous, it's private. So you won't actually get to know who owns it unless you reach out. So how do you reach out exactly? So I found out that Putapoo Games is currently ran through GoDaddy. So there technically is a way to reach out to the... Yeah, it still exists. There's technically a way to reach out to the owner of Putapoo Games, and that's what I did today. I spent $100 on what is it called? It's called a domain broker service. So it's basically a third party that allows you to get in contact with the person and make a deal and be like, oh, hey, I want to buy it for this price. So yeah, I went ahead and did that today. It's not likely they're going to respond, but I still wanted to try. But yeah, there is a chance we could potentially get the domain if, you know, this person or whoever like runs this domain actually can respond to us. But consider how we had Putapoo like never responded, you know, it could be similar. It could be like a similar case. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. Again, I highly doubt they're going to respond, but I still wanted to try it anyway, you know. But another thing I wanted to bring up too was the fact that Putapoo Games always renews on December 29th of every year, and it's set to expire on 2026. But the last time an update was made to the site was actually December 30th. I think that's the day, December 30th. So it was actually updated recently, 2 months ago. So it's probably not likely that it is like not going to get renewed. Like it probably will get renewed by the end of the year, most likely, given the circumstances, but I don't really know. But I still wanted to reach out anyway, because I'm not sure if like the person, like the owner, is just holding on to the domain. Like they're not really doing anything with it. They're just like, it feels like they're just holding on to it. Guessing that the owner of Putapoo Games is not. No, yeah, definitely not. Make Putapoo redirect to LSS. That's like one thought I had, but also I was thinking maybe like if we do own it, like maybe we could just like archive it. Like, or not archive it, but like, I mean, yeah, archive it, but like maybe we could like recreate PG but like still archive it. I don't know. If we do that, like, you know, we still gotta like decide what we need to do with all of it and everything. Yeah. Anyway, that was just a little story I wanted to bring up. That's like kind of what I did today. Dude, I wish we could have interacted with Putapoo more. I mean, I know he wasn't like the best webmaster back then, but like he was always really quiet. Like he was always the type that just only really interacted or like, you know, pushed like some sort of change, like unless he had to. Like that was like kind of the role he had, you know. Remember how everyone had to abandon PG because trolls kept fake rating because levels had to be removed from the site? Yeah, back in 2013, dude, I got banned for fake rating. You saved a load of the... Yeah, I know that site. But, like, I was thinking, like, at some point... come on, dude. I just think it'd be nice to have, like, a public archive of PG. That's, like, kind of the thing I want to do at some point. But my hands are kind of full with the LSS work I have to do, so I just don't really have time for it. And also, I'm currently in school right now, so, like, that's kind of another thing for me. But, yeah. Putapoo was quiet except when he had those random rants. I remember it was, like, back in 2000... Oh, you can go on here. It was, like, 2012 or 2013. It was, like, when I first registered. He brought up that he had health issues, which I thought was really weird to just comment on, like, your profile, like, looking back at it. And then, like, I remember he also made comments on his profile about, like, auto-scroll. And then he also brought up, like, when he made the, like, mod choices, like, when he promoted 09, and I don't know if he promoted more. I think he just left it all up to 09. He basically was like, mod rating's not fun, and then, like, you know, he went into like all like the nitty gritty details of like how to like handle this, that, and the next thing. He would do that sometimes. He would go on just random rants. You never knew when it was gonna come. It was like always unexpected. And then I remember like back in like it was like 2015, I think, right? We were just like so fed up with what he was doing because like he wasn't really responding to a lot of like the complaints we had. So when he gave 09 GM, I like tried to convince 09. I was like, hey, dude, like Putapoo's not gonna really do anything. Like you just make us all GM, like make us all mods that like everybody that's mod, you should just make us GM, you know? So he did. And I found an exploit with that actually allows you to make other people GM. So how it worked, fortunately there's no image proof of it, but I do remember what it looked like back then. So everybody had a permission level. Everybody was permission level 1. So permission 1 meant that you were like a regular user, but permission 2 meant that you were a moderator. That's how it worked. And basically, mods had the privilege of changing statuses. Actually, I think it was only the GMs that had that privilege. I don't think regular moderators had that. But global moderators had a permission level of 10, and if you used inspect element, you could actually change the permission level to 11 plus, and you could actually just make anybody a GM despite the permission level. Because how it works is, you know, you're not supposed to give permission levels that are above your level power, but there is a way to exploit it if you don't use the same number. That's basically how it worked. So, and it was also kind of similar to the exploit where you could rate any score besides like 1 out of 10 to like 10/10. You could just rate like 127 out of 10. That was actually the most you could go up to. And you could actually rate under that. You could go like negative 127. What are GMs? Global moderators, Gibbon. It was a role on Poo Games. I was one of them actually. Mario Blight, who is now Vexavio's on Level Share Square, was also one of them. Marky was also, I think Marky might have been one of them. Actually, unless he resigned, I think he did resign at one point, but I don't know if he ever had it. 090 Hal also had the global moderator. He was like the main guy. But like when we did that whole like, it was I remember the exact day, September 13th, right? You know, I was messing around with GM powers, and I gave unknown GM powers and like Broken Ace just like for fun, just because I thought it'd be funny. And Unknown banned 09 and deleted all of his levels, and then Poo had to log back on just to restore his levels, which was kind of funny. Also, this is really excessive for boss fight here. 12 hits is kind of insane. But the main section here, I think some of the gameplay could be a little clearer here. I'm not a fan of this Koopa here. It's not clear that you can actually land there. And I do like these challenges, and I do like the visuals, but I just really wish you could capitalize more on like the ending, because it just does feel a bit lackluster, unfortunately. So yeah, unfortunately that was the... No, Prism was never mod, Spicy. He was never mod. He always stayed out of drama. He never really got into it, like if you even like brought it up with him. PG was so badly coded. Yeah, I wasn't... You were Level Critic. Yeah, you, Lord Apoplexy. Zelda Master 12, I think he was always Level Critic. I can't remember if he was ever a moderator. Do I give it 2 or 1? Or 1.5? It is nicely designed. I do like... Actually, maybe I'll just give it 1.5. I can't really denote on this level fully. I guess I'll just go 1.5 because, you know, the main level is alright, honestly, all things considered. It was a funny roll. Yeah, we don't have that roll. Actually, we technically... Sperm's still around? Okay, you're asking me 2 different questions here, Orange Tack. So, well, technically you're only asking 1, but what I mean by that is... So, we technically still have a role for Level Critics. It's called Reviewer. It's a sub-role, which can manually be assigned by admin. So, we got Crystalline Secrets by MT Thunder. So let me show you, OT. Let me show you. So you're not gonna find it here. So, like for instance, let's go here. Let's go here. So normal people, when they review a level or they want to leave a comment. So like, okay, here's how it works. So you can rate up to 5 stars. You're not required to comment and rate. It's not like Level Palace where you have to leave a comment and a rate at the same time. So it's not like that to that degree, right? So completely different. Also, in case anybody does try to join voice chat, I think I'm just going to leave so I can focus on talking here. So anyway, so when you leave a comment normally, this does not show up for like pretty much the vast majority of people. You only get this if you're a review, like you have the sub role. So how it works on LSS is there are roles, like main roles and sub roles. So these are main roles right here. You got admin, donator, like I'm an admin. And then, you know, you got like your moderator, you got your partner. Partner means like you've collaborated with a game that is on the site. Mitten is moderator in training. TFD came up with it. The TEN does not stand for anything if you're curious. Leader, you know, that's like the main like role of the site, the main, you know, leader, if you want to say. And you got the developer. And then you go here, member page, right? Member right here. Everybody's a member. Everybody, even the staff are. So anyway, anybody could have this sub role is what I'm trying to say. And like, no matter your role, you can always get sub roles, right? So there's always the option. So if you see this, you can actually highlight a review. So if you click on that, this is a perk of the reviewer sub role. So you can choose to highlight reviews. So like, even if the person does not have the sub role, it's not going to say it here, but like you can still highlight comments. So this is how it works on LSS. So there's a way to filter by reviewers. So it's by reviews here. So for instance, I'm the only one with the reviewer sub role here. So I get highlighted here and it shows my role. But so if I highlight Jules' comment here, his will also show up in reviews there. So it's basically any comment that got highlighted essentially. So it is a requirement of 500 characters, by the way, if you're curious. So if I highlight that, right? So actually, I think we'll keep that one highlighted. That one probably does deserve it. So now if I go here, reviews, you can see that his comment shows up there too. So this is what the reviewer subrole is. Currently, the subroles don't actually show on your profile. So like if I go to Jules' profile, I'm not sure if he has any subroles, but like it doesn't show here, right? And also, we do have a rank system, by the way. There's no like hierarchy, like known hierarchy, except for like if you go here. So if you go onto the members page, you can filter by rank here, and you know it shows like right here. So like these are people like the highest ranks and everything. And then if you do like comments, like I currently have the most comments. This guy might surpass me actually, but I don't really care. I'm just doing what I want to do. Also, I don't grind ranks. If whatever rank I am, it's like what I am. What you see is what you get. I don't really care. I care way less about my stuff, like my numbers compared to like how I was on Level Palace. I would actually grind that stuff to hell back then. So yeah, so this is kind of this. I think the only stat if I really cared would definitely be the comments. I mean, I try to be known as a critic to people because I feel like no one else really fulfills that role. So like I try to like set that image to some degree so that people have someone to look up to, like to somebody that could provide valuable feedback. So I know back then on PG we had critics, but I think today I'm like the person people really look up to for that now. So yeah. Anyway, oh my god, rant aside, guys, rant aside. I'll still continue talking if OT's still listening. But anyway, let's go ahead, guys. Crystalline secrets. So the description reads, you need to pay attention to the patterns of the crystals. But yeah, there's a lot to dissect with our lore, like on LSS and also back then too. PG, Level Palace. Also, fun fact, if you go to Level Palace now, the domain is actually still up. Brendan still owns the domain. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Since OT did ask about Prism, I honestly forgot, man. I honestly forgot. He actually published levels. Yeah, he's online now. Look at that. His last level, by the way, was back in October. He actually made a whole series called Roman Adventure 2 last year. So he has 73 levels on LSS, by the way, if you're curious. So yeah, he's still around. So Carlos V, you saw him there. He's somewhat around still, but not really. He's not active on LSS, I'll be honest. All that was very interesting to learn. And there's a lot to talk about MB. Like, the lore just keeps going on and on. Also, you're not the first MB, by the way. You know Vexavios. I mentioned it earlier. He's the original MB. He's the one I'll always refer to as MB, because he was called Mario Blight. Also, these are cutoffs right here, if you're curious. Yeah. No camera I can use here. He's still, that's kind of rude, man. Calling him a robot. Oh, nice. I didn't block. I definitely would have known that was there. He's still making levels, yeah, but I think he's like taking a break right now. I mean, the joke is he's a robot, but like, come on, he's not actually a robot. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, that's why someone called me Mario Blight. Yeah, that was Lightsage. He's also been around for a while. His name's Lightsage 1331. He's called parentheses LS on Level Share Square, believe it or not. It's crazy to think that Prism was in AI before AI existed, and AI was caught up to him and skipped ahead. I guess that's kind of true. Now that I think about it, I'm sorry, Prism. I don't mean it, man. You mean well. Prism never joined Discord, by the way, Orange Tack. After the whole Discord or Zad encounter, he kind of just dipped out on us. Like, he only just stayed on, like, you know, Level Palace and Level Share Square. I've tried to invite him to Discord several times, but he never says yes. He always says no. He never wants to come. He does join the live stream sometimes. Like, he did submit requests back then for us, but it's been a while since he actually did it, you know. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. You're cooked. Oh, buddy. Wait, I still need that? Oh, dude, really? It was just quite impressive how consistent all Prism's behaviors and level layouts are. I mean, I have to admit, Orange Tack, I am being serious when I say this, but when you actually play his levels, the Roman Adventure levels that he made last year, admittedly, they still use the same layout. They still use the same format, like, on a lot of it. My nose is really itchy all of a sudden. Like, I love Prism, and, you know, I hope nothing bad ever happens to him, but, like, I wish he could understand that we're joking with a lot of the stuff we says, but I don't know if we'll ever realize that. Really? Oh, hidden block. Cool. I didn't know that was there. I died a few times to figure out there was a hidden block. Wonderful. Awesome, dude. That's why we have this section set up like this. I guess I'll wait. Meant to say style, but you notice. Yeah. Feels like a Mario Maker level. I mean, I guess it kind of does, yeah. But yeah, the meta has definitely changed drastically since the Level Palace days, Orange Tack. We have new people that fulfill, like, the roles of, like, the top tier goats or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, that's like an example, you know. Waiter. Dude, what is this end in? And, you know, if you want me to name, like, a few people of, like, who I think are, like, at the top when it comes to level making, I can give you a few examples. And I can tell you, like, kind of the stuff that people really do for levels these days. Yeah, Orange Tack, this might surprise you, but probably not. People don't really do hold levels or auto levels or any of that. Or, like, also, puzzle levels have been done, but they're not really popular, which I'm kind of sad about. It's mostly, like, traditional levels. Okay, dude, really? What is this? Okay, 1 out of 5. Really, you gotta indicate this stuff, man. You can't just put stuff in hidden blocks and expect the player to get it. 1 out of 5. Anyway. Let's go ahead. We're gonna move on to the next entry, guys. That's good. I still have the same laptop that struggled. Yo, really? I've had this same laptop for 4 years, actually, now that I think about it. And it still runs really well. So anyway, guys, we got the Clone Show. This is by Mario123. Of course, I know you were active back then, so I'm not sure how different it might be for you. What levels you said not popular anymore? Hold levels. And also puzzle levels aren't really popular either. Oh no. Anyway, join the Clone Show. Participate for a chance to win a reward. Credits to Igor Fire for the clone. Crystals were different. Yeah. It's mostly traditional levels that are the norm. Well, there is a new contest coming soon that hopefully will remedy the lack of... Oh, did I not show Orange Tack the events? Did I not... Oh my god, he has not seen those, dude. -26, you're right. Okay, so, Orange Tack. So, since during your absence, we have been doing contests, like mini contests, full level contests. So, shame about puzzle. Well, Orange Tack, I have a solution potentially to that. You're going to see here in just a minute. So... It started early last year, when the Flying Dutchman added mini contests. So we started with build your present delivery vehicle. So, build a vehicle. Pretty simple stuff. Oh, look, my goat -26 lives got first place there. Oh, boy. So, yeah. So, originally it just started off with mini contests we had. So, like, just, like, small entries, like, with all the games that you can do. So, we started off with that. And then Sky High Sprint was something Vox did, Vortoxium, where, you know, you got to climb up. And then, you know, build your own mini game, you know, a small little mini game you can do. And then Lights On, this was the April Fool's event last year, where you got to design something with a silhouette effect, but it was only exclusive to SMC. So there's a lot of parameters you can actually put into these events. Like, you know, you can limit it to like one game. So like, you know, that was SMC, but like if you go here, so I mean, that says all, but let me show you this one. So this is a Mario Builder event, right? So only Mario Builder. So like, you know, you can set that. You can set your host. You can set your judges. You can also add, you know, the live stream. You can add the description. You can add all that. You can also set rewards. So the real main rewards are like themes and patterns and like experience and shimflakes. So that's like the main gist of it. But yeah, bake a cake, you know, build a cake. You know, sports showdown, create a sport. And then this right here is the very first level contest we've had of level share square. So I'm sure you're familiar, Orange Tack, with first LP contest, second LP contest, third, fourth. I'm not sure if we had a fifth one, but I know we at least had 4. So this is the first official level contest we've had on level share square, right? So, you know, this rewards you with Stargazer sub-role. It was like the plan. That's actually a sub-role you'll unlock at rank 100 that allows you to feature levels at least once every like 3 to like 7 days or whatever. So Shell Guy won this. So yeah, these are like some of the results of this, right? So this is just kind of what it looks like. But like if you go into the grading system, you know, this is kind of what it looks like. And, you know, judges, they like provide their opinion like that. So that's my review. And then you got Lirith right here. And then you got like Vortoxium. So it kind of vary per judge, you know? So yeah. So there has been a bug where some just don't even show some of the entries, which is kind of weird. But so after the announcement of level contests, there have actually been other level contests that have been hosted. So you got this summer level contest right here. You got SMBR right here. You got this Christmas contest that I hosted. And then I also did a mini contest, which is build your house. And then Vox is currently hosting this level contest for this like metallic grassland theme or whatever you want to call it. So they're currently hosting that. So this right here, okay, this is not really finished, but I can show you guys off what it looks like. So for those who happen to catch this, so you can't see this, only staff can see this, but I do plan to host a puzzle mini contest next month, probably. I don't know if there's going to actually be a new pattern. Probably not. I'm pretty busy. If I think about it, I just might. So, you know, I'm still working on the rules. This is not finished or anything. Like, this is far from finished. I still have to select judges and everything. So, like, if people reach out to be judges, I might consider. It kind of just depends. Oh, hey, look at that. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah. But to kind of simplify things, people really like the norm, like, of traditional styled levels. That's typically what people like to see. To be fair, I think also upload less frequently than you routinely. Yeah, he does it, like, once a month, doesn't he? All right, guys. Sorry about that. So, Clone Show, remember, participate for a chance to win a reward. Let's go ahead. We're going to get back into that, guys. But yeah, again, there's a lot to go over. How can you reach out? You can just comment. Welcome to the Clone Show. I will get to your level soon, MB. I don't know when, though. Challenge 1, help your clone get across with the on-off switch. Dude, this is crazy. What the heck? You guys are doing a lot. Yeah, the work is definitely intensive for me. Though I think LB does a lot more work than I do, because he constantly... wait, what is this? Make your clone move with a LIQUORICE cloud. Oh, okay. Wait, that sent you back to the beginning, though. But I will say, OT, compared to, like, PG and Level Palace, we definitely do a lot more work than we used to. Like the work can actually kind of be taxing, like, with what I do on a level share square. I'm trying to, like... Dude, there really needs to be checkpoints. Come on. That's not fair. Why do I have to go back and do this? I do put a lot of time in LSS levels, though. Like, a lot of time. Like, almost every day I spend time on this channel. And then, like, you know, there's always... LB spending time almost every day on SMC as well. But, like, you know, I have taken breaks a few times. But it's just kind of funny when you look back at it, because... Back on Putipu Games and Level Palace, we were just all, like, power hungry and, like, crazy, like, for the fame and to be seen. But I don't really care about that anymore. I just, like, do work just to contribute to the community and just, like, you know, set a good image for, you know, the younger generation. Because, like, now as we age, it's like, it's nice knowing that we can set an example for, you know, the generations before us. And then, you know, it's kind of like that cycle will just continue, you know. So I think it's nice in a way. I don't think Lord Rotuli would join the ones, because I know he has his theories he's working on. You make it up with all them tag participations. I always make my monthly dose of your content. That is fair, in a way, I guess, right? Okay, dude, really? I'm just gonna go in the editor for this. Yeah, let's just go in the editor for this. I'm like too focused. I can't, like, I'm focused, but not on the level, if that makes sense. Wait, I still need to keep it. Okay, hold on. Let me put the fire flower on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. You're gonna head off to bed. It's been nice to catch up and see how far the time is. Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. I hope I was able to tell you a lot, but yeah, so if you just want to, like, see what we've been up to, you're always more than welcome to check us out and, like, you know, talk or whatever, you know. But yeah, I'm not going to do any more live streams this week after this one, so in case you happen to want to see me again, yeah, it's probably not going to be until next week. But yeah. Okay, really, dude? I messed this up. But yeah, have a good night, man. Have a good night. We can definitely talk more eventually. Yeah, I know it's probably pretty late for you, isn't it? Okay, let's, we don't need it like that. Fire flower. I kind of messed that up, guys, which is why I'm going back here. I'm still dead? This is gonna sound weird, but a lot of guys who were kids in the PGD era are into their late 20s, which feels weird to say. I'm mid-20, man, and I joined back in 2012, you know. How am I still dying? Oh my god, dude. What is going on? Okay, this clearly doesn't work. What? What a weird level. What? How do I do this normally? I guess I just gotta go back. Yeah, it's probably, this mechanic probably won't really hold up in the long run, you know? Like, if you think about it, it's probably gonna get fixed eventually. What? Okay, it's not foolproof though. Like, I get what they're trying to do, but this just doesn't work fully. It's not consistent. It's very inconsistent. You can actually die if you're not careful. That's kind of annoying. Also, there needs to be checkpoints. I get it might break the mechanic, but yeah, you're just, like, expected to know this right away. Like, seriously? Yeah, I guess I gotta move my controller or my... Oh my god, dude. Really? Oh, wait, is that how that works? It just stays in the same spot? Wait, that makes sense, actually. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense now. I get it now. Okay, so... Interesting. Okay, so that's how that works. Climb to the finish, don't worry about your clone. This is a weird level. By the way, guys, all that yapping is probably gonna go down now because, you know, Orange Sack has left. But yeah, get help from your clone. Hey, thanks, clone. Dude, what a weird level. Okay, yeah, we can go in there now. It didn't really do anything with the clone mechanic after the second room. Well, okay, I know what I'm gonna rate this level. You love the Loria. Oh, you want me to keep going? You want me to keep going with Loriapping? Yeah, I can do that, Lord Rotilli. I can do that. So, back then on Putapoo Games, before we used Discord, we used Zat. And Zat was like an old IRC chat that's actually still around, believe it or not. Yeah, I have to give this one, by the way, because this is just really inconsistent, Mario. Really inconsistent. That's why I can't give it a higher score than that. It is kind of a puzzle in a sense, Shell Guy, but it's so easy to die, and because of that, I just can't really see myself giving this a reasonable score. It's not clear, and I think it needs to be clear on like where you move. Like, oh, like, you know, you go down the pipe, but the other Mario stays in the same position. Like, it could definitely be indicated. Like, especially at the beginning of the map, like, you could at least highlight where the Mario could be. Highlight where the Mario could be. Tell the player you need to do that, and then proceed the level like that. But then after the two first like maps, it doesn't really do anything with mechanics. So yeah, I gotta give that one. So back in 2015, that's actually when our community moved to Discord. Our original community actually started back in 2015. It was like, I think it was either August or September 2015. BLACKBERRY Expanse by capital H is the next level. So we used that for several years, and you know, I'll tell you the funny story about how it actually all started. So BLACKBERRY Expanse, no description. So back on Putapoo Games, back in like 2009, I think. Originally, Putapoo had disabled, or not disabled. He had comment section, but yeah, he did disable them. But we're gonna get into that. He had comment section for people, you know, to comment, like to share their levels and whatnot, you know, to talk to everybody. But he actually disabled that in 2009 because he thought it was created in fights. He didn't like the drama that went on with it at the time. So he disabled that for a couple years. I think he had it disabled for like 3 years maybe. So what people actually ended up doing during that time is they actually created Zat chat rooms. They put them on their profiles. Because if you guys don't know, if you weren't around during PG, now Spicy's here, so he could probably tell you, you could actually put any HTML on your profile. So like that meant you could even put like JavaScript, you could put CSS. So there's a lot of different ways you could customize your profile. And yeah, it was very broken back then. So one of the things that people figured out was that you could actually copy the HTML of a Zat chat. So, you know, you could create your own Zat chat room, you could use somebody else's, and then you could have that Zat chat load on any profile. So what people ended up doing was they created Zat accounts, and they also put Zat chats on their profiles so that they could actually talk to other people on the site, because you couldn't do it through comments. There was no way to do it. So that's how actually people got around that back then, is through the Zat chats. So that sounds like a huge security risk for an old site. Oh yeah, it is, MV. It very much is. Trust me, dude. There was a lot of stuff that you could get away with easily. The site was definitely not the most secure back then, especially for today's modern standards. Not even close. It's like how 4chan got hacked last year. That could easily happen to PG if it was still around today. Easily. Okay, this is just enemy spam. I don't know exactly when our community started being active on Zat, but it was kind of like it eventually just became a norm for our community just to like be really active there, and like just like all of us to talk there almost like regularly. Like by regular I mean like every day. Actually, it was every day. Not even kidding, it was every day. So, okay, really, dude. Now, I joined 2012 on Zat and Putapoo. Actually, I was lurking on Putapoo Games back in like 2009, 2010-ish. So I knew about the site a couple years before I actually registered, because I always made SMF1 levels as a kid for fun. There's this website I stumbled across when I was a kid called andyslife.org. And I played a bunch of different games on that site, and I actually found Super Mario Flash through that website. And because of that, that's actually how I found the community, just because of some game site that I played when I was a kid, just because, you know, I wanted to have some fun as a kid. So that was my origin. Yoshi's Island before the asteroid hit. Oh, I mean, technically it could be after the asteroid, because there was a global freeze during the asteroid impact that actually froze the entire planet for, I think, a couple years, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact time frame. But, like, you figure, like, all the soot and, like, all the dust just, like, dissolves into the air, and it just pollutes the atmosphere completely. So you get a lot of small burrowing mammals that survive the impact. And that's why you don't see any, like, animals bigger than, like, the size of a raccoon survive the impact. Shoot. I gotta go back. You don't remember Zat? Well, I do remember on Zat, we constantly moved our chats around, so we were constantly cycling between, like, the ownership, because there was just a lot of drama. Like, our community, like, from the generation I'm a part of, we would constantly get into, like, arguments. We would constantly argue over, like, the smallest things, especially, like, who was, like, in charge of what. So, like, that was, like, the main thing for us back then in those days. So, like, I was also part of that too, by the way. Like, I had my own Zat chats that I actually owned myself. What? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. But I remember it started with Marky's chat back in 2012. That's how it started for me. I think Marky's chat was probably like the first like official chat where we started like being like active in a chat. But like even back then in 2012, it wasn't really active compared to like today's standards, you know. Okay, dude, what do you even do here? Well, this is the ending, but I don't know how to do this. I have no idea how I discovered SNF. You made your account in August 2013, but you started playing about 2 years earlier, I think. Quite a long list of friends on PG, but wasn't constantly active. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us probably just had phases, honestly, Jade. Unless you're talking about people like Jetwing slash, you know, he went by Superstar Flyer. I know Marky had a few years away, and then he came back. Zelda Master also, I think, became inactive like towards the end of PG. Well, you probably could beat this, honestly, but I'll try this. Does this... Well, that's 5 high, so theoretically you could make that. But yeah, I was mostly active 2012 through 2015 on Potapu Games. Oh, you're Jake? Wait, that's you? Oh, hey, dude. I do remember that name. Hey, dude, I didn't know you were still around. Good to see you, man. Yeah, you remember me, right? Pop That Corn 14. I was quite the name back then. I was quite the name, especially back in 2015, because I gave some people global moderator permissions, and then everybody turned against me that day. I kind of did it for fun, but it backfired on me. And then, you know, we eventually moved back to... Or not moved back, we moved to Level Palace. I'm going to have to give it 1 because of that end in capital H. Also, while it's nice to have these challenges, please keep in mind that it would be nice to mix things up instead of constantly using the same formula. It would just help spice your level up a bit more, and I do feel like you can definitely do more with your design, in my opinion. So... yeah, it's like kind of the big gripe I have with this level personally. But yeah, I'm just not really sure how to do the ending, man. Unless you like do that tight jump. Are you, wait, Jake, are you on LSS? Or... So yeah, you knew LP was a thing. Yeah, because I was on LP for like... I was active for like the first like 3 years maybe. Okay, we got 1-1, the beginning by the Demolisher 3. Yeah, so Jake, there is, I don't know if you know this or not, but I just want to at least tell you this so you're at least aware. And I want people here to be aware of this too for anybody that was on Potapu Games. I think it's better I actually show it through the archive so it makes more sense. So let me talk while I show you this, all right? Let me talk while I show you this. So there's a recorded day on Potapu Games. I'm not sure who did this, okay? So it's like, I think it's like either March or May 2015. I think it might be March 18th. Every level that was on Pootapu Games on this date right here, March 18th, 2016, if you had a public level on this day, they can all be archived. So you see all these levels right here, right? That's at least over 60,000 levels that can be archived, right? All of these are archived. Every single one of these got archived. All of these. You actually made a handful of LP levels. Are you familiar with the Level Palace database from for Level Palace? Yeah, Level Palace, Jake? Because we also have that too. There is a LP level database. So yeah, if you go here, actually I don't know if it's on here. Scoppler works on this wiki, by the way, if you're curious. I'm sure you remember him. He goes by Edrin now. Actually, I think he does go by Scoppler on Level Share Square. But TFT made an announcement on this on LSS. I can't find the exact link. I think, yeah, okay, this... Oh, wait, that's not it. Okay, because there's like a whole doc with listing the IDs. Anyway, we're just going to get into this. But, like, the point I'm trying to make is that, like, you know, since I'm an admin of LSS, I can actually give you your levels from PG. Like, Jake and Spicy, since you guys were both on PG, if you don't have your PG levels on your LSS account, I can add them as an admin. I can add them. Like, I can... Well, I have to do it through the database, but yeah. First level in your plan world. Oh, okay, sounds good. He added the heart emoji. Or he, she, they. Sorry, I shouldn't assume pronouns there. Oh, okay. That was kind of weird. Anyway. So, I did mention one of the plans I had was to make like a public archive for Pootapu Games. I kind of have been wanting to do a Discord server for it, but if we happen to get the domain for Pootapu Games, I'm like almost wondering if we should just do it there. I am strong. I don't know. I feel like doing it on the site would just make more sense, you know? I think like make an announcement like on the front page and be like, hey, we moved to this site, and then, you know, do the rest or whatever. If we actually have that opportunity, I think that would be like the perfect way to go about it. This is a cutoff below here, by the way. What's your name, Demolisher? But yeah, not many people really know about that, Spicy. Because I actually made a list back then. Because I did like most of the bulk work for the Level Palace IDs. Because we have a whole like Google sheet for that. I did the same thing for Pootapu Games IDs, but I didn't get everything. I got like around like I think 5,700 entries for that one. So it's not like it's not a whole lot compared to like the total amount that you could actually get on Pootapu Games. And I actually did some research, but apparently there were over 30,000 attempted accounts that tried to register on Pootapu Games, and out of those accounts, I think only like a third of them are actually registered users. So that's at least like 13,000, I think, right? So of the 5,700 I did, I'm only really able to get like, I don't even think I'm able to get all that. I think I'm only able to get like maybe like 60%, maybe 70% of it. I'm not exactly sure the exact amount, but yeah, there's a lot that simply just cannot be archived no matter how much you try. Been aware of Level Share Square. You have an account, you have a small amount of reviews, but no new levels. I have all my old levels saved on the account, so... Oh, no, I was going to say, yeah. Okay, now that you brought that up, I did want to bring up, so... 09 actually had an archive account, but he actually came back to Level Share Square briefly at one point. So what we did was we actually just gave him that old account. So Jake, what I'm trying to say is if you want, we can always get you set up for that account. We can get you set up for that archive account. We can either do that or we can move the levels from that archive account. We can move the levels from the archive account onto your other account. So if that ever interests you, let me know, and I'll do all the bulk work. I won't have TFD or anybody else do it. I'll take the responsibility. That's why I had to pause -26. I didn't want to say it. I did not want to say that. Anyway, let's check the editor for this. I was really confused by that one section where I jumped up. Oh wait, this was the section I did at the start, right? Wait, what's the point of this section? You don't even get anything. Okay, what? Oh, that's for the moon. Okay. I guess that's what it was. Okay. Oh, nice. Hidden block that I just didn't even know was here. Interesting. That's not clear. Especially for a dragon coin you're trying to get. Yeah. And then... Oh, I guess that's what that means. Okay. And then that just gives you that. I don't know why this is here. What's the point of this? It just feels really out of place. It doesn't really mesh that well with the design. It just... I don't think it really works, to be honest. I'll be honest. But yeah, other than that, this is just like a pretty traditional level. It doesn't really spice things up too much with the gameplay or anything. It's just kind of like meh. It's just like it is what it is. So, you know, I can't like say too much about it. I'm kind of in the middle on this. Yeah, I think I have to go 2.5. I'm like in the middle. I'm sorry, man, but I just like it's there, I guess. Like the ideas are there, but it just doesn't really feel like you do a whole lot. And yeah, there are a lot of out of place elements. I do agree with you on that, -26. But yeah, Demolisher, try to understand my perspective on why I'm giving this score. I can see where you're trying to come from out with this, but yeah, I feel like you could definitely do a bit more just to make it stand out, because the design doesn't really stick out in my opinion. Yo, 6'9", 6'9", 6'9". You're Jaded Jade? We'll get to that in a second, by the way. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, you do have your levels. Cool. All right, excellent. I made sure to follow you and send a friend request. You can do whatever you want with that, by the way. I don't really care. Anyway, so guys, we got Counterwise Clockwork. This is by CristyBros. So let's go ahead. We're going to check out what Christy has been up to on this one. I actually did record this one for LSS levels because I saw it got featured. So anyway, you have been called here because the clock tower is being infested by Mecha Koopas and dry bones. Oh yeah, didn't you play that one level? Find the blue switch at the end to kick. Oh yeah, you made that one Igor Fire, the Igor Fire clone one. Interesting. To kick all the infested Mecha Koopas and dry bones to fix the problems with the clock tower. So now I shall give my thoughts on this level. What do you mean by retrieving form? I mean, that's kind of the thing I wanted to bring up, man, because to find levels on Pulpu games, it's kind of tedious. There's no easy way to do it. You kind of just have to like manually search, and like especially if you knew the time frame of which you did, it actually really helps, because that kind of narrows it down to like when you made the levels or whatever. But yeah, levels have to be manually added by admins, you know, to even get that in the first place, you know. Meticulously went through all my old levels, got screenshots for all of them, aside from all those made on texture blocks, and needed the tiles up. Okay, okay. That's kind of the you know what's funny, dude? Okay, my nose is really itchy all of a sudden. 1 second. Oh god, actually, is the site still up? I'm gonna laugh. It still is. Okay, it's not up anymore. What about you? My website's not up anymore! Aw, dude. Look at that. Hold on. Hold on. What about you? Popthatcorn15.webs. You still have to be up. Watch. You're still gonna be up. We'll get to it in a second, by the way, guys. I just wanna, like, show this off for, Jake, because this is something I did as a kid. It's kind of funny. Well, while we wait, let's go back to playing the level. Yeah, I don't like this jump here. It's kind of tedious. Oh, I survived. Let's go. Also, Web Archive loads really slow on Level Palace. That's like the one thing I hate about it. And we don't get the mushroom. Rippin' pepperonis. Let's get the checkpoint and then we'll check this. Oh, never mind. We're not getting the checkpoint. Anyway, let's check this out. Oh wait, this isn't the website. I think it was popthatcorn14.webs.com. This isn't the website. But I did random stuff on that website. So yeah, if you guys ever just want to like look at that, if you're ever bored, you can't. Was it? Really, I actually don't remember what the name of the site was. Okay, but the point I wanted to make was I had a webs page. I think it was a webs page. It may have been a Weebly page. I don't really remember. But basically, I had a webs page of all the levels I had on Putapoo Games. Like during 2013 sometime. I did it one day because I just wanted to like put it all on a site somewhere. Like when I was younger, I kind of just wanted to do my own like personal website, like of just like whatever I wanted. But instead it kind of just turned into a bunch of random crap that I put on the site. So if you look at it now, you're gonna be like, oh wow, this looks really childish. Well, yeah, it is, because I was pretty childish back then, you know, we all were. So, you know, I put like pictures of like, oh, the Partners in Time map, because I thought, you know, that was really cool back then. And then like if I saw like some cool fan art, I put that on the site too. You know, I was messing around with like all the widgets that Webs and Weebly had back then. So like I kind of messed around with that, and I kind of just like put like whatever I felt like when I was younger, you know. So, you know, in a sense it looked pretty out of place. Like, I mean, it looked like I was having fun for sure, but if we're comparing that to modern standards today, yeah, it's definitely not the cleanest for sure. But back then I was only a kid. I didn't know any better. I was just trying to have some fun. But anyway, so back in 2013, it was like, I think it was either April or May. I think it might have been May. So I had like around I had around 100 plus levels on Putapoo Games, right? And a lot of it was already archived on my you know, webs page or whatever, right? So I got really lucky there. Like if I had not done that one day, I like the level count you see right now in Level Share Square and even Level Palace, that number would drop by like 80 or something. Like I had a lot of levels, but Putapoo back then actually banned me. He deleted all of my levels when I decided to go on a fake rating spree because of something I did when I was 12 years old. And yeah, I was below 13 on Putapoo Games back then. I was not old enough to be on the site, but COPPA compliance wasn't really a big thing back in the day, so no one really enforced it as strictly. I mean, Putapoo didn't really instruct it, is basically what I'm trying to say here. But yeah. So I ended up losing a dozen levels. Like even the webs page I created did not save all the levels I had created. I lost at least a dozen levels that I just can never get back. Even my first level, dude, my first level was called Grandma's Level that I posted on Pop That Corn 14. Actually, no, it was Hot Pocket Yum 307. That was like my first account I made. I had that count. I had that level, and guess what? It got sent to the spam section. And you know what happens when your level gets sent to the spam section? It gets deleted after a week. So, you know, younger me didn't know to save it. So I lost my very first SMF2 level. I don't even have it anymore. But if you look back at it now, it's definitely not good. I mean, I did not make good levels back then. I mean, I was still learning the ropes of everything. And back then, I was just a kid. I was just, you know, doing it for fun. So, yeah. Okay, Christy, so your level is not bad. It does feel a bit abrupt with the way it ends. I do like the design. It's definitely pretty nice. I didn't like that one tedious jump with that one section. Gameplay's all right. There are some tight sections that I think that you really kind of need to make sure you look out for. But yeah, currently I think 3 out of 5 is what I think it deserves. It's all right personally, but I would not say it's like up like in like the 3.5 plus range personally. At least my opinion, that is, right? Alright guys, let's move on to the next one. What made you have the name Pop That Corn 14? That's a good question, Matt Topper. So, I'll tell you how it went. I'll tell you my backstory at why I came up with that name. So, back in 2012 when I had first registered on Putapoo Games, I mentioned that I had been on the site for a couple years, but I had never registered. June 29th, 2012, I decided to register under the name Hot Pocket Yum 307. So that was my first ever account I made back then. So why did I call myself Hot Pocket Yum 307? So I saw that people on the site had random usernames. They did this, that, and the next thing. So, you know, they called themselves like Lord Apoplexy, or like, you know, Poo technically was their name. You know, you got Marky Ruse 97, or he was 96 actually back then. 96 is actually his original name. Then you got like Drama Llama DRM, and then you got Longbone. You got a Ruben Chatito. You got like uh Pokemon Trainer Jake. I guess we'll bring up your name. You had Creation Knight. You had, who else did you have? Oh, 9D Hal. You had Ethan Blight, who changed his name to Mario Blight. So I decided to call myself Hot Pocket Yum 307 because I saw people were doing their own random username choices. So back when I was 11, I thought this commercial was funny. It was this commercial of like this jingle. It was like Red Robin Yum. So I decided to call myself Hot Pocket Yum because when I was 11 at the time, Hot Pockets were actually a food I really liked eating at the time. So I called myself Hot Pocket Yum, and then 307 was random. But 2 weeks after I had made that account, I had actually tried to make a level series on that account called Hot Pocket World. I was young back then. I wanted to do a level series. I got to World 4 in that series before I canceled it. And the levels were not good looking back at it. So I called this new account Pop That Corn 14. And once I made that account, my other account, Hot Pocket Yum, actually got banned. So the reason why I made Pop That Corn 14 was because I wanted to drift away from the level series that I had created on the other account. I wanted to make other levels that weren't part of this series. I just wanted to do something different. So for Pop That Corn 14, the 14 is random, but with the Pop That Corn fart, or I said fart, I meant to say part. I basically added that to popcorn. Pop that corn. So that's where the name originates from. It was just me trying to come up with random username because people had it back then, so I mostly stuck to food items. That was kind of just the thing I did. And yeah, that's my origin. And that's why I still keep the name for Pop That Corn 14 on Level Palace and Level Share Square, because I want people to still remember my name. I have no reason to really change it. I could do William Shiv. That's like my personal name, but so many people just know me by Pop now that I just think it makes sense to keep that name. Thanks for unlocking core childhood memories. Also, please call me Jaden or Jade from now on. I changed my name in real life because hated your old name and a lot of unpleasant memories associated with. Okay, I didn't know that, Jade. I'm sorry, man. I'll keep that in mind though. Hot Pocket Yum 307 World 2 on LSS would be peak. What do you mean by that negative 26? Because it went up to World 4 when I did that series, and I don't know if the levels are still on my account or not. They might be. Hey, Dazid, welcome on in. All right, guys, enough talking. 6-Castle Workshop Ridge by StarTigerrr. Let's go here, because I don't feel like typing that. Popcorn? Yeah. Well, that's the backstory. I think this was featured, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Let me get a quick drink before I read this. Also, what the heck? This live stream's more active than yesterday's. Is it just because I'm talking so much? Anyway, after Mario reaches the peak of Mallet Mountain, he finally enters Workshop Ridge. He will have to make his way across dangerous conveyors and even swim in gray lava if he wants to get to the exit. I'm back with another level from... Yeah, my name's William, by the way, if you're curious. It's on my profile. I started in August, which is when I did most of the level layout and challenges. However, because of school, I wasn't able to finish in time. Also, didn't have enough creativity. This January, I decided to finish the mountain part of the level and added the boss fight. There was supposed to be a long freefall section where you're supposed to be using the Tanuki suit, destroy the gray bricks, but I thought it was a bit much, so, I just removed it. I know that the gameplay can be a bit difficult at times, and not everything might be marked well enough by signs or coins, but I really want to get the level off my list and start working on different ones, for which I already have a lot of ideas, but probably won't come out until the summer because of school again. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for playing, and also no worries to that, too. That's the first World 6 based level I've seen. There's a few people who've done a World 6 level spicy. Perzum's one. Also, there's this user named Super Trump that posted a World Series of different levels that he did back then. So that's also another way, or another person, I mean. And there's also a bunch of other people too, but You can actually just search for it if you're curious. Oh, it drops down like that. Nice. Duck. Duck, duck, goose. Goose. Okay, is that a layering issue or what? Oh, I thought that was like a dragon coin hidden underneath that. That would have made sense, honestly. Wait, what is this platform used for? What? What? I don't get it, dude. Oh, nice. That drops all the way up there. Factory-looking castle. Yeah. Zed. Oh, yeah, Prism did the... Yeah, he did. He's done a lot of series, Spicy. Even back on Pudabu Games. I think, like, when he first started on Pudabu Games, I'm, like, pretty sure he did the SMB1. Like, he literally remade the SMB1 levels in SMC. Like, I'm pretty sure he did that. But, you know, considering it was long ago, you know, times have changed. Ah, dude, this is a bit much. I know I've actually tried a series too. The longest series I've done that I've actually completed has been 50 levels. And that was Mario in the USA. Yeah, so fun fact for those who weren't around during the PG days, I did Mario in the USA. I did all the states. I did all the states in SMF. Props to anyone who has the dedication to keep up a series. Yeah. I used to do series, Shell Guy. And also, there's actually a series that I actually have not finished that is still currently in development, sort of. It's called Mario in Europe. And I last left off on Serbia. And Montenegro, or not Montenegro, Kosovo is supposed to be next. I already did Montenegro. I did that back in 2017. But for Mario in Europe, I've only done like 30 of the levels, I think. 20 or 30 of the levels. I forget exactly how many. Couldn't get past making one level. Yeah. I kind of do want to get back to Mario in Europe at some point, but I don't really know when to start, or like it's not a matter of like when to start. It's really just like how I'm going to do it with all these SMC updates, you know. I'm just not really sure my direction I want to go with right now. How'd I die there? What? So yeah, Mario in the USA is the only level series I can think of off the top of my head that I actually completed. Oh yeah, I also did a series called 7 Days in Russia. Now that actually I did complete. So back then there was this user on Pudabu Games called the Russian, and he actually made an SMF hack called Soviet Flash. It was Super Soviet. I think it might just be called Soviet Flash. I don't remember. You can't walk on the. I wasn't paying attention. -26. That was clearly my fault. But yeah, it was Super Soviet Flash, where, you know, all of the tile sets and enemies and everything were placed in like a Russian style. It was actually based off this YouTuber named Weeble, because he made a little silly YouTube video back then called Russian Dancing Men. So it basically uses that as a character. Oh, shoot. I didn't see that. Okay, dude. Why is this difficult? Come on. But yeah, those levels, by the way, were really hard. Like, even I don't think any normal person could beat that in one try. I think probably the first level you could. The second level, definitely not. Third level, you actually probably could. Fourth one, if you tried enough, you probably could. The fifth one, I don't remember the fifth one. Oh, wait, it was... Actually, I don't really remember the fifth one. Sixth one, I do remember. Probably not, maybe. Seventh one, maybe not either. Okay, why is this not showing, man? Prism also did the Mario in Egypt series. Yeah, Prism also made some SMF hacks too. I also did make some too. Oh, wait, that's what you meant. You can't stand on these. Really, dude? How did this get featured? Dude, like, come on. You gotta at least add a checkpoint or two. At least you gotta make this a bit more consistent, man. I don't like it. That's like the point I'm trying to make here, you know? Okay, but like it says unwalkable. Why can't you just say it kills you? Why can't you put like a skull sign? How is this clear? How are you supposed to know that? That's not clear. Okay, it's unwalkable. What? What does that mean? Unwalkable. Like what? Like you mean you just stand still? But like if you try to do that, then you die. Since you mentioned recording my level this week earlier, I should probably mention that I won't be able to watch it for a bit. Probably going to be on another... Man, you really that busy, show guy? Well, best of luck to you, man. I mean, like I said, I'll just get to it whenever I can. Like, don't feel pressured if you can't get to it right now, you know. I know we're all busy, so it's not like I'm expecting anything out of you or like the next person, you know. Okay, dude, why is my nose itchy? Stop. Stop, so annoying. I won't ask about what you do, Shell Guy. That's your personal business, but best of luck, man. Shell Guy, though, I will say, man, if you are interested, again, it's totally up to you. We do have a puzzle mini contest next month. Dude, really? Really, dude? You do you not test this? Anyway, so yeah, we have a puzzle mini contest next month. So, the judging period for that should be late February, I believe. I think that should be like the exact rough time, or not late February, late March. So, I know you're busy, but if you did want to like participate or be a judge or whatever, you know, I'm kind of just like throwing that option out there for you. I know you've never been a judge, and I know -26 probably won't ever be a judge, even though I'll ask him a bunch and he'll just always say no, but... basically the point I'm trying to say is, you know, even if I don't reach out to you and ask you per se, or like bring it up to you, like just know that you're always welcome to reach out, and I'll like always give you the option if you want it. That's kind of like the message I'm trying to say. You don't have to respond to me just because I said that, by the way. It's just like something to keep in mind. I know I think I probably said that to you like a couple times already, so it's probably nothing new to you. It's probably like obvious. But regardless, I'm still going to say it because the whole puzzle mini contest thing is definitely news that, you know, I feel is necessary to bring up. Oh, nice. Layering issue prevented me from seeing that. Nice. I didn't see that. That's why... Oh, yeah, we got screen wrap in here. Okay. That's probably not necessarily one. Blue. Oh yeah, Blue Edition. Yeah, Persa made Blue Edition. I remember that. Second LSS contest. Yeah, it's gonna be hosted in the summer, Shell Guy. We're probably gonna go for July. But if you want me to give you like a better time frame, I can let you know, man. Like I can just reach out in private on like, you know, LSS or whatever, you know. Oh. I fell through the slope. That's funny. But yeah, Shell Guy, I was thinking for the LSS contest, maybe what we could do is, we could do it in June, honestly, maybe. I think June probably makes sense, right? Because last year we did it in July, so honestly, if you want my honest opinion, I think like we should start it like middle of June, maybe. Like middle of June, and then like the judging period starts like late July to early August. I think that's kind of the plan I might do. But like the thing is, maybe I could do earlier. Like I think if we do the judging period, I think you should probably expect it to be in July, maybe, honestly. Anyway, I guess we'll do that. Oh, dang, I still can't reach that? Okay. Man, you really have to time this. What the heck? Okay, I can't reach that. June's your birth month? Mine's November. I was born on the very last day of November. Yeah, there we go. That was kind of tedious. Weights can crush vine beans. Was it saying to, like, be careful? Wait, did I need that Koopa? Oh, no. Wait. Okay. I see what it's trying to tell me to do. So. You can do that? I didn't know that. You gotta go now? Alright, sounds good, Shuggy. Have a good one, man. And best of luck with whatever you're doing, man. Oh, I guess you're supposed to go in here. Oh, it's a pendulum movement. He just drops them like that? Okay. Wait, I need this. Okay, there we go. You're now given the most overpowered power-up now? The heck, dude? Dude, remember when you could slide down slopes on this style with the Tanuki? Good times. This is a long level. Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's just because I suck. I think that's why it's taken that long. No offense, but, like, trying to be a realist here. Ah, nice. Conveyor unwalkable. Oh, hey, look, I actually have to keep my leaf. Oh, hey, look, because I've lost my Tanuki, I'm screwed now. What features do you wish / want to see on all games on LSS? So, I'm glad you asked, Matt Gamer. So, for SMC, what feature do I want to see the most? You know, now that I think about it, one thing I really do want to see out of SMC, I think, is really just the auto-scroll. I think auto-scroll is definitely my main thing I want to see in SMC. Get at it. So, for SMC, it's got to be auto-scroll. For YFS, it's definitely warps. For Super Mario 127, I think the campaign mode is definitely what I would like to see the most. For Mario Builder, it would definitely be the custom text boxes. And then for Super Mario Bros. Remastered, really, I think it's just being able to have more maps. I think that's probably the one thing. Red coins would be so peak for SMC. Yeah. I guess Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, interesting. That's just for a 1-up? Yeah, SMC for me, it's auto-scrolling. Auto-scroll is the one thing I want the most in SMC. By far. At least he gives you mushrooms, or power-ups here, I mean. Oh, nice. We got the 1% there. SMBR has gizmos. Why do they get those fun little doodads and not SMC? I am not sure, MB. I'll be honest. Wait, do we need the Goomba? What? Are you serious? I'm just gonna rush that. Oh, like, yeah, Mario Maker? I'm not really sure, honestly, Matt. I'm not the one who develops the game. I just kind of promote it, so I think that's probably a question better left for LB, but I think the best answer I could give you here is that we try to prioritize stuff from B7 mostly, so the reason why you don't see, like, a bunch of other minor stuff, like, for instance, like, you don't see Resnor, you don't see Koopalings, although that's, like, a major thing, or, like, you don't see auto-scrolls, is because the main focus is trying to conserve time by adding, like, what's necessary to, like, what was in V7. So that's why you don't see stuff like auto-scroll and, like, a bunch of other, like, new stuff. I mean, technically, you do see new stuff like tile sets and everything, but the reason those get added, like, is really just because it doesn't really take a while to add. It's, like, really... I mean, compared to, like, other things to develop in SMC, it's, like, the one thing that doesn't really take a lot of time to really implement. So that's why you end up seeing stuff like custom tile sets. And that's why, like, you see, like, new enemies and whatnot when LB does the... Like, when he does... Like, in Snapshot 33, he added Hoppos because he added the Gruul, like, the... in the Big Steely. So there's, like, you know, circular-shaped enemies. So we also added that because the mechanics of how they function were pretty similar. So that's why he did it like that. I gotta give this 3 out of 5, by the way, Star. I really think you need to work on your execution here, man. It's the one thing that really brings my score down. But I still don't... I'm not going to go in the middle on this. I'm going to go slightly above the middle because I do like the ideas you have presented here. They're pretty good. But yeah, you really need to work on toning down the difficulty in a pattern that is consistent throughout the level. Because especially that beginning section, I died a lot. So... yeah, something to keep in mind, man. Also, make the conveyors a bit more clear to understand. That's also another gripe I have with this level, personally. But all in all, I love the attempt you approach it with this, but it did drag on a bit. That was also another critique I had with this level. So, while I don't mind lengthy levels, while I don't mind lengthy levels, you really got to put a better emphasis on your execution, man. Not everything is about your, your design and, okay, so I know you have a structure, right? But while it's nice to have that structure, you got to make sure it actually works. So, like, make sure you playtest with small Mario, and make sure you playtest with big Mario, especially if you're going to give power-ups, you know? And also, if you need playtesters or whatever, you can always reach out to us. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Artificially difficult. Yeah, Jade, those were the kind of levels we made back on the PG days. Those were like it right there. Those like the difficulties are kind of similar to that degree, kind of, you know. I mean, that's kind of how it felt personally. Okay, we got The Wonderful Garden by CristyBros. So we're gonna play another one of their levels. I don't like Minecraft. Like, they add important things in the small thing, like the baby mobs. Yo, baby chicken be like. You can already do a lot with what's in SMC Hall, making a fully functional title screen, sound test screen, even 3D first-person adventure game, but it would be a huge game changer. You talking about world maps or the gizmos, MB? Yeah, so we have a few of these today, -26. Now, I did mention last week, I will accept multiple requests, as long as it's not excessive or anything. Then I gotta, like, set boundaries. So, anyway, welcome to the wonderful Greenlight Garden. The flowers shine, the grass is fine, but you were called to get rid of the pests that were around the garden. But then you stumble across a glass house that seems haunted. Who knows what's inside the glass house? So how about I reach out for playtesters for a suit? Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it because I'm telling you to, but just if you want to, you know? And that doesn't just apply to you. That can apply to anybody, you know? Oh, gizmos? Yeah, I'm not... I don't fully follow, I'll be honest. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but... I guess for your Sonic series, I guess it would make sense to have that, right? These are cutoffs, by the way, Christy. The way you design your bushes right there. It cuts off there on the right side, the bottom right. I do dig the theme, though. Oh, shoot. I mistimed that. That's my fault. Chrissy has been obsessed with bug pollution infestation. I hope you don't mean that in a derogatory way, because I will happily accept any request they have as long as they don't overdo it. Remember playing this level? Oh, you actually played this -26? Let's go. We needed that. Yo, where's the mushroom? Where is the power up? No power? Really? Oh, in a nice way? Oh, okay, okay. I was kind of confused what you meant by that. Okay, this is pretty flat. Not really much is going on here. Design's pretty nice, though. Shoot, there's no checkpoint either, man. What the heck? Tried fixing your Tangle Temple level. But it confused me that initially the layers are okay, but then when someone plays it, it messes up. So, you are aware, Spicy, that what you start off with, the player, I'm not talking about like any specific warp you create or whatever, you always have a start-in layer. So it's important to check every warp you create and also the one you start off with, because that essentially just tells you, dude, why do I keep dying? Oh my god. Not fun, man. Focus a lot on the decoration, but you also enjoy the mechanics a lot. Oh. For me, I focus on gameplay first, so it's kind of the opposite for me. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to focus on making my level look prettier. So maybe I should just focus on visuals first and then gameplay. Maybe that's what I should do. I've never really done that approach lately, but I honestly think I should start doing it more. Because I find myself struggling to like figure out what I want to do, you know. Like often I do that. And I'm really slow when it comes to making levels. I'm not quick at all. And that's the thing I don't like. I wish I was faster because I have a lot of ideas, but because I'm really busy, I just don't have time to do all of it, you know? Also, cut off there at the end. Like, dude, really? How come there's not a checkpoint here? There needs to be a checkpoint here. Like, I strongly urge there to be a checkpoint. Demonics, hey. Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy, pal, chum? What's up, man? How you doing, buddy? What's up, dude? Hey. Why is there no power-up in this level? What is going on? No power-up, no checkpoint. Oh my god, dude. I almost died there. Hey, Demonics. Hey, dude. How are you doing, man? You doing alright? Great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. By the way, I do actually mean that, by the way. Oh my god, dude. This is just enemy spam left and right. No, I didn't kill any out my ways, Demonics. That's not why I'm saying that. Oh, finally you give a checkpoint. Finally, dude. What the heck? Nah, that's not why I'm saying that. That's not why. An IQ too high, an IQ too high, an IQ too low, an IQ too low, IQ too high, IQ too high. Dude, this is really funny. I love this meme. Dude, I don't know why this is so funny to me. Anyway, IQ too high, especially this GIF right here. This GIF's awesome. Look at this. Published back in like couple months back. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Look, just the way it fades in and fades out. It, like, tells its own story there. Love it. Anyway, back to the level. I don't remember if there's even a single power. Well, yeah, you get it through the checkpoint, which is already really inconsistent right there. Hey, Smash Brandon, welcome on in. Shoot, I messed it up. Oh, wow. That didn't give me anything. An IQ 2 middle ground? Yeah, I mean, that's one way of putting it. But Demonix, I thought you'd appreciate that. That's why I did that. Hey, what's up, dude? Anyway. Oh, nice. No checkpoint. Wonderful. So if I die, I'm screwed here. Very nice. No checkpoint. Awesome. Even the same Monty Mole challenge is in here. Dude, you gotta put power-ups in this level, man. This is kind of absurd. Oh, now you do that. Why do you only give power-ups through the checkpoints, man? Oh. Oh boy, King Boo. Yeah, I'm not fighting you. I'm done. Not to brag, but I have an IQ in the upper single digits. I don't know what my IQ is, I'll be honest. I don't really go off IQ score to determine my intelligence, so I don't think it really means anything. To be honest, it's just a number at the end of the day. Ah. A 6-hit King Boo. Ah. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's fun. 1.5. It has some substance, but that's all I'm giving it. It's like really not there, CristyBros. It's funny. It's like how do I explain it? It like okay, this is going to be a reference to Family Guy, but it's actually I think it fits the joke pretty well. It insists upon itself. That's why it's funny. It's like this overarching crow. It looks all demanded. It looks all serious, and it's like, oh, I'm like very serious. You need to take me seriously. But then you look at it, and it just looks goofy. That's the whole joke. Also, that's like The Godfather, the movie Godfather. Look at it. It's overarching on. It's like it insists upon itself. Look, yeah. An IQ too high. Anyway, yeah, 1.5, Christy. It's very repetitive. You really got to mix the gameplay up, man. Also, 6 hits for King Boo is really excessive, man. No, the crow. I do mean the crow, though. I do mean the crow. Okay, we got Twisted Autumn Karma. This is by Francy Y. Well, I mean, yeah. That's what Peter says when they're all drowning in their house. He's like, I never cared for the Godfather. And then he says that. I like a fun fact. That's actually something Seth MacFarlane's professor said, like, actually happened. Like, he actually put that in an episode. So, like, yeah, that's where the quote comes from. As Seth MacFarlane's professor. Vines and chain things that climb in SM, so you change your player's layer and put in. Yeah. Unless that happened in Spicy's level, maybe. Anyway, Autumn might be a new season, but it also has some dark sides. Mario have to go across the wild autumn forest to experience it himself, and that's the music if you guys are curious. I have not watched all of Family Guy MB. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, so I think I only watched like the first like 9 to 10 seasons, but past that I've not really seen the newer ones because I've just never cared. Yeah. Oh, while the music is loading, I think I will let the cat in. Oh, perfect. It loaded now. I didn't see a cat. I thought there was one. Oh. haven't had much to watch recently, so at some point I said, you know, I'm just gonna watch all of Family Guy. Oh, really? I've just been really big on animes lately. I watched season 1 of Spy X Family. I'm probably gonna get into season 2 here soon. Probably not tonight. I gotta study for a test tomorrow, so might do that. Oh, Stewie gets high on weed? Okay. I don't really care for new Family Guy, though, I'll be honest. But it sounds interesting. Maybe new Family Guy could be good, but I just don't care about modern television as much anymore. Like most of it, I mean. Shall we watch? I thought you said all of SpongeBob. I was about to say, there's no way. I have not seen all of SpongeBob either. I've only seen like the... Actually, I don't know. I have watched more than just the old SpongeBob. I've watched like maybe 5 through 10 maybe? I don't really know. I have seen a lot of SpongeBob, but not all of it. I don't care about new SpongeBob because it's not good. At least I don't think it is. Has its highlights, you'll give it that. Yeah, like when Peter's just smoking crack and then Brian's like, Peter, what are you doing? And he's like, crack. And then Brian's like, what the, you know. And he's like, hey, at least I'm not drinking, Brian. Cobbled together. That's Francy for you, negative 26. That's Francy. On Paramount? Oh, nice. Yeah, we use Roku, so whatever's on there. Oh yeah, I guess I could just drop down. Goes HP to season 15. That's a lot of seasons. I know The Simpsons has like over... I think The Simpsons has like at least 22 seasons. Okay, dude, really? Four to 5's okay. 6 to 8's bad. 9 is okay. 10 to 13's horrible. What's the difference between horrible and bad demonics? Honestly, I don't think season 4 is okay tier. I think it's like, unless there's like a tier like in between okay and good, I think you could probably call it that, but I don't know. Come on, dude. Horrible is worse than bad? By your standards, you think that? Okay. I'm just not interested in newer SpongeBob. Yeah, decent. How many guys on season 25 in Simpsons is 33? Oh, that's more than I thought. I thought it was like 20 something. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep going. Krusty Towers was in season 4. Yeah, that is a banger. I was about to say, I don't agree with the season 4 slander there. Season 5, I think, yeah, definitely okay. But season 4, really? Oh, nice. I caught Yoshi there. Or does Peter say, modern SpongeBob insist upon itself? That's probably true. Ah. Well, I'm just gonna say I beat it. Okay, Francy, let me share you my thoughts on that level. So, I do appreciate the ideas you put in this, but it does feel a bit sporadic with what it does try to attempt. So, and I'm also just not a fan of, like, the way I just ended there, but yeah, I guess you can say that's on me. So, big issue I have with this section here, yeah, when you go up here, you do your little, it's like a little Bennett Foddy. So anytime you make a slight mistake here, you fall all the way back down here, and it's really easy to mess up there as a result. So the difficulty just kind of like goes all over the place when I'm playing this level. So while I can appreciate these ideas here, a lot of it just does not really feel play tested well enough, and that's like the big gripe I have personally. So definitely need to keep that in mind when you're designing your levels here. The execution here is definitely not the smoothest, for sure. It's just kind of frustrating, honestly. But then you just go to this, and it just feels like a bunch of enemy spam. It just feels like you rush this section compared to, like, the previous section. It's really tedious to play. It's not fun. I just see enemy spam here. This is all I see. I don't see anything that's really engaging the environment that much. Technically, you have this section right here, which, honestly, I think maybe make that work. But, yeah. Really, that's just the main gripe I have, man. It's that you really need to focus more on engaging the player with the environment. While it is nice to have some good gameplay, a lot of it just comes across as a bit spammy, and that's like the one gripe I have. But of course, I do see that you've attempted like many ideas, so that's like the one gripe I have. Newer episodes like Happy Tree Friends. Oh yeah. So we're gonna go 2.5. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Do they agree with me? Yeah, somebody else does. Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna spin the wheel. But I have to use the restroom real quickly, so we're gonna play this level by capital H, alright? So we'll come back to it when I finish this up real quickly, alright? So give me just a minute. Also, enjoy your Subway Surfers gameplay. We'll get Subway Surfers 2 gameplay up when that game does come out. Potentially, but we'll see. Okay, where were we? Mario in Europe? I mean, often Demonics, what I do is I just watch my old videos from time to time. It's kind of how I do it. Licorice Reservoir. That's an interesting title by capital H. Alright. No description. Levels last? Wasn't it like one of the first ones yesterday? Spicy? So it's kind of ironic. I'm not really a fan of the design here, personally. I don't think it really meshes that well. What? How do I do this? I guess that's how. Nice, this is just enemy spam. Annoying note box, but it's not in Smash, so it's not that bad. Okay, this is literally just enemy spam. Ah, shoot, I messed that up. We're just gonna do it small. Probably better to be small anyway. Dang it. We messed up there. I guess we'll do this again. If I die again, I'm just gonna go in the editor. No, no, that was too early. That was too early. If I get far in and die, that's what I meant to say. Kind of backtracking a bit, but on the note of conversation earlier about playtesting, because the feedback Star gave me on Jungle Zone, you mean Caveman? They're helping playtest Act 2 now? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I thought we weren't going to get that, but whatever. We'll do it. Well, we can't go there because the bully's blocking that. Ha, at least we recovered that. Dude, this is so annoying. Come on. I guess we'll be small then. Freaking small Mario. Yeah, they go by Cave Star now. Interesting name. Oh my god, thank you! We got it now. Yeah. Just shell jump. If you think really hard, you can do it. Shell jumping's not that hard to do, Demonics. At least compared to Super Mario Maker, it's actually way easier to do it in SMC. Other than again, I'm not sure what it's like on the current snapshot, so there is a chance it could be could have changed. Okay, let's try this again. So we're gonna go here. Yeah, that's where I died last time. Wait, is that the background? Yeah, that's just the background. I thought that was just like some tiles in the ground for a second. Dude, this is just such an awkward spot. I have to wait here. Okay, yeah, so you gotta wait there, it seems. Okay, so you can't rush that. This is annoying, dude. Took 12 years. That or they just didn't even playtest this. That could just also be it. Heard it was made by EA. Oh yeah. Okay, capital H. Well, I can't appreciate the approach that went into this. This is just enemy spam left and right, man. You really got to mix this up a bit better, man. I can appreciate like what you've tried to attempt, like with I guess the theme and like the challenges you got. And while I do, excuse me for the burp, by the way, that was kind of impolite of me. While I can appreciate the approach that went into this, yeah, I'm just not a fan of the direction this went, and I think it really dropped at the end there. Especially because each section drags on, it can kind of be a bit annoying to like traverse through all of it, man. So that's like the big gripe I have with this. So really, I think you just need to mix up your design more and have it stick out more. Yeah, a lot of awkward jumps and just a lot of awkward setups. So I'm thinking 1.5 is what I will rate this level. It's there, but a lot could definitely be improved about this, in my opinion. He burped. I just want to look at this again real quickly. Like in case I want to raise my score, that's why I'm doing that. Let's see. Actually, nah. I'll just give it 2, actually. I think 2 fits it better. I'll admit, because I actually did kind of like the gameplay, a lot of it. So I think I'll just stick with my 2, and then we're going to do that, alright? So, anyway. So, guys, we're going to, we got the last request of the live stream, so we're going to end after this, and then we'll be back next week, so we'll do more live streams, because I do want to catch up on all the requests. So this will make the 60th request in the past 2 weeks. So we got 1-6, Dino Valley. This is by Spicy. So I think I don't... Oh, no, I did not record this one. I did not record this. I actually was going to record this one at some point. But... So you guys will get a little preview of it before I actually do it. So, yeah, I've not played this level at all. So, Super Classic Bros, World 1. So, Yoshi's Island. So, Mario finds himself on a portion of Yoshi's Island where most prehistoric reptiles now inhabit the place, including the finding of a particular dino creature. And then if you guys want to check the music and whatnot, you guys are more than welcome to. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead, guys. We're going to finish this up and then... Oh, I did play it. Oh, okay. Wait, I did. I thought I didn't. Okay. I just didn't rate it then. That's all. Okay. Okay, so basically the same description there. Alright. 161? Yeah. So this is Dino Valley. I did record this one the other day. And, like, the one thing I really like about Spicy's levels, especially for this series, is just, like, really it's the visuals. I think, the Yoshi's Island aesthetics fit really well. Like, the background, I think, fits, like, really nice with this theme, in my opinion. Like, you got the retro grassland, so... He probably messed around. He, she, they, them, I don't know their pronouns, but they probably messed around a bit. And, you know, found what they wanted. Remember watching this? Yeah. This is technically a very minor cutoff, technically, since that tree is hanging out a little bit. I like the Yoshi's Island background. It looks really good apart from the black pixels at the top. Oh, yeah, you're right. I honestly wasn't paying attention to that, Demonics. That's true. That's True Square. We had a reference to True Square earlier. Now I'm going to mention it again. True Square. Green platforms fall. Okay, so there is indication on that, so nothing against that. Yoshizilla? Yoshi? Oh, he's spamming the same thing. Do you think maybe you could have just said like read message or something? I would have understood. New Super Mario Bros. DS could be a game style in SMW because technology. It's probably not gonna be Matt Gamer, but you could always make your own mod for it. Sorry, man, I can't read every message. I need you to understand that. Like, you should have just said it once and said, could you, like, check this message or whatever? And then if it was, like, too far up, then I would have been like, could you just repeat it or whatever? Alright, we're gonna hit you again and then shoot. Okay, there we go, there we go. Cool, cool. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. I think, yeah, there's a Yoshi here. If we do add another game style, it would probably be Smash SMB3 because that's how Super Mario Splash 3 was. I mean, Super Mario Splash 3 isn't really official. Like, Pudipu made SMF 1 and 2, but he never made a third one. He only made SMF 1 and 2. Like, that's all he did back then. So... must have Yoshi to beat this challenge. You can't go above the foliage either. It's pretty straightforward there. I don't really have too much to say about that. But yeah, anyway, we're just going to fall down. Oh yeah, spicy. You can technically cheese the level with this, but I'll drop it. I'm not going to cheese your level because I know you intend to have it be immersive by just, you know, exploring around. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, so hooray, you found Yoshizilla. Or Yoshizilla. Try not to get lost or get taken near. Oh, wait, little buddy. Yoshizilla, is that you? Are you hurt? I was so worried about you. Thank you, Mario, for saving him. I shouldn't have made the decision to bring Yoshizilla with me since he's still really young. Only 6, almost 7 months old, so he still needs training. Many Yoshis are still missed and rumored to be random question mark blocks scattered across the route of Bowser's Kingdom. Pop once said if we had another game style, it would be Super Mario Wonder. I mean, that's if you're happy, Gav. Also, I don't like how you can't see the Yoshi sign here. I don't know if this is the fault of SMC or the fault of the creator, Spicy. Yeah, really good level, really good level. Shut up, negative 20. Shut up. Shut up, dude. Yeah, I don't need to hear it, dude. I don't need to hear it. Anyway, that was a pretty good level. I'm thinking maybe 4.5. Definitely not a 5 in my opinion, but it's definitely really up there. I really give levels 5 if I think they like truly go above and beyond. Well, I do think this level does do that. I typically reserve that for levels that I like really, really, really enjoy. Like levels that like I think really impress me. I typically reserve my 5s for that, if that makes sense. But so I think like the real issue I'd say about this level really just comes with the gameplay. A lot of it does come across as a bit repetitive with the Goombas and the Dinos and the Rhinos. Also, you can technically cheese the rest of the level once you get the Yoshi. So I think like that's really the only critiques I have with this, honestly. But all in all, Spicy, I think you really nailed this, man. Just, I think personally, I like. Okay, so I do want to mention I do like. Oh, the secret exit. Wait, did I do it in the recording? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I'll stick my 4.5 for now. Let's see. Oh, right. I forgot about this. You gotta go in that pipe. Yeah, okay, the secret exit not clear, but it's a secret exit, so who cares? It's meant to be a secret exit. Alright, so... Alright, we gotta go to the end here, and then... Yeah, so... I won't deduct for the pipe or anything. I know this is meant to be a secret. Oh, wait, we need to have Yoshi. I forgot. Yoshi! Come here. Okay, so he's saying, the Mips is saying, try to catch me, Flamir. Rugs Rabbit. That's a really nice name. No, you caught me. Don't hurt me. Oh, you're not Elmer or Flumer Uwood. Okay, please let me go, and I'll give you this. Looney Tunes reference. Now let me be in peace. I really don't like how Yoshi swallows keys. Like, why? I thought Yoshi only swallowed, like, enemies and power-ups. Like, why keys? I never understood that. So that's another issue you could suffer with when you're trying to get the secret exit here, but that's kind of on the game at that point. Also, I really don't know why this just won't show. I think this is not the issue of Spicy when I see this. Yeah, this doesn't even show. That's really weird. Well, anyway, totally forgot about that, Spicy. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. Sorry about that, man. I want to see if people have, like, the same thoughts as I do. Because key tastes better than bread. No? Oh, Bayboy said the same thing I did. Yeah, so really it's just gameplay can be a bit repetitive. I know you try to mix it up, but yeah, definitely something to keep in mind when you make levels. I mean, I think you already know that, but yeah, just kind of the point I wanted to make. Looney Tunes, yeah, yeah. Wait. Yo, negative 26. Check this out. So, can you see like, oh, okay. Guys, trust me, I don't do suggestive stuff on Reddit. It was just a post I saw. Please don't get the wrong idea. I'm not kidding when I say that. Like, I know you probably saw that. I do not use Reddit for that. Actually, I don't really use Reddit. So, hot take. As a desert bacon for gas, garlic bread tastes better than key lime pie, and you can't convince me otherwise. Because bread tastes better than key. And if you look at the comments here, bread tastes better than key. Bread tastes better than key. Check this out. I'm in the house like carpet. Check this out. Bread tastes better than key. Yeah, that's a really good post there. Yeah. No, I'm being serious. I'm not lying. Dude, I've been browsing the kitchen cells subreddit lately. It's been a collection of gems that is. So, yeah. Bread tastes better than key. Also the highlight today, guys. The an IQ too high? An IQ too high? This is really funny to me. This is really funny. Also, they broke Tanner on Discord. I can't really search it normally. Like, oh my god, there's way more than I thought for this one. That's crazy. Look at that. This is crazy. I didn't realize it went to this extent because, like, I just typed pro IQ because I try to generalize it. If bread tastes better than key, why man reach for key? But he doesn't reach for key, though. Not that I'm aware of. Look at this. Look at this. Crawl. Look at it. It just looks goofy. It just looks goofy. That's what I love about it. Anyway, so guys, that's it for today on the request, okay? That's it. IQ2IV. Yo, let's go, MV. I love that, dude. That's actually awesome. I can't wait. I'll make sure I absolutely show that off, either in a recording or a live stream with your quality levels. I'll definitely make separate recordings. Same with you, Spicy. Crow emojis? Oh yeah, I guess I could. I guess I'll do it just for a few. But yeah, guys, let's just talk for a few, and then we are gonna end. Okay, so all right, guys. So we got to all these requests today. All right, so that took us about 3 hours. It would have taken us sooner had I not talked so much when Orange Tack was here, and I like lore dumped on you guys yet again. I did that like last week, so yeah, it happened again. So this is gonna be next week's request. It's not gonna showcase all of these, okay? So like if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm probably not gonna do these. It's probably just gonna stop like right here, right? This is probably the lineup that's gonna be in store next week. So You got this one right here. You got this one over here. You got this one right here. You got uh this one right here. Yeah. He was here earlier, Demonics. We talked for a bit because he was checking out LSS levels. Apparently he was subbed to it, but he didn't really know about it. Like, he didn't really know the full details. So I kind of like lore dropped on him to like explain some stuff to him. We got MB's levels. We also got one of my levels. Wow. Why is my level here? I didn't request it, by the way. Someone did. Spoiler alert, they're the big out my way lover. Out my way. Maybe out my way, I'm not sure. And then Spacey's level, and then DD Games also has a really lengthy one. So this live stream next week will probably be a girthier one compared to the ones we've done. It's probably going to be at least a 5-hour one if I had to guess. I actually don't really know. I mean, we got some pretty lengthy ones here, so I would not be surprised if this took over 4 hours or even 3 hours, honestly. But so yeah, guys, because it's probably going to take me a day or two to get to this, I don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight. I got to study for a test and work on some other stuff, like, you know, get food in my stomach and just make sure I survive like a normal human being. I'm just showing this off real quickly. I did work on this, so we'll go ahead. Chances are for Tuesday, we're probably not going to do the full 15. So likely what I'll do for next Tuesday, if we don't have full 15, what we'll likely do is I'll just add on to that. But then, like, after that live stream, we're probably not gonna be back next, like, the following week. We'll probably take a few weeks off, most likely. Or, like, if we do, we might just do, like, 1 day a week. I know I've been doing a lot of live streams, but, again, I just need to emphasize on this so that people are aware of why I've done 4 live streams. I did 2 this week and 2 last week. I get a lot of requests from you guys. I get a lot. Way more than I used to at the start. Like, it's like way more than it's ever been. And it's just not feasible for me to do all this in one live stream. It's not feasible for me to do 60 in one. Or like 60 in 7 hours, you know? See what I did there? But yeah, it's just not feasible. So I think it's just easier if I just split the work up and not cram it in on one day. So that way I'm just like splitting it up and like doing shorter live streams as a result. So that's kind of like the main thing to take away from here. That's why it's set up like this. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, guys. We're having well, currently we've had 5 live streams this month. That's a lot. Normally we don't, TFT doesn't normally want us to have that many live streams, but hey, I'm doing my own thing. So definitely after this month, I need you guys to be aware that we're probably not going to do this many live streams again in a single month moving forward, especially for me. It's a lot of time, and it can be rather taxing on me, especially because, you know, I have schoolwork I have to tend to, and also just work and just a bunch of other personal stuff in general. So just, like, kind of keep that in mind, all right? But we do want to try to get to all the requests we can, all right? That's very important for the integrity of this channel, all right? So yeah, guys, so let's go ahead. We're going to conclude the stream. We're going to go ahead and read off on all the names of everybody who has stopped in today, all right? And we'll see you guys next Monday, hopefully, at 12 p.m. Eastern time, unless something comes up and I can't make it, all right? So we got Jade when they were here, Matt Topper, Spicy, Lord Rotuli, Negative 26 Lives. I know Shell Guy was here. Got Dazid, OJB. Who else? I think, yeah, Demonics has been here, so he's another one. MB Productions. Brandon was also here. Yeah, everybody who is here. Thank you guys all for showing up, guys. I really appreciate it. Also, we had Romanaho asking about Snapshot 35. We'll get an update video on that here shortly. By shortly, within like the next week or two. LB is actually going to be posting something here on the LSS channel, main LSS channel here, really soon. So you'll get to see the next addition to Snapshot 35. So you guys will hopefully see what he's been working on, all right? So expect that to come really soon. I don't know exactly when, but that's the most information I am able to relay to you guys so that you guys are aware, all right? Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys around. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them on my profile. You can reach out to me on Discord, whatever you need to do, even on the LSS Levels YouTube channel. If you guys have anything you'd like to talk about, feel free to reach out, and we'll try to get to you. I'll try to get to you, and I'll see you guys around, all right? Anyway, next week, Chicken Water. Yo, what's up, dude? Anyway, next Monday, guys, 12 p.m. Eastern time, most likely is when we'll be coming back. We'll do our usual one upload a day. I have been trying to do more. I think I'm only going to do 1 tomorrow just because I got work stacked up on me. But if I can fit 2 in a day, I will try to do that, all right? Anyway, see you guys. I hope you guys have a good one wherever you are, day, evening, night, afternoon, wherever. And I'll catch you guys around, all right? Stay tuned for more. Anyway, see you guys.